I'm watching. I'm watching. I've never played that game, Siren. Not a Blood Siren. A Siren Blood Course.
Siren Blood Curse.
Yeah, I've never played it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the to the mighty Cunapple show. That's right. I'm live now. And I'm joined with Lucy. Lucy, what the fuck were you saying there? Oh, actually, never mind. Introduce yourself then and say what the fuck you were saying there.
No, I was literally just watching someone playing Siren Blood Curse.
Yeah.
I've never played it before. And it looks scary as
Hey, Siren Blood Curse is way better than Forbidden Siren and all that. Way better. Yeah, it's insanely better. Like, that's why, like, when I went back and played those games, I was like, this is a bit shite, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I think it's just the gameplay and the style and the tone and all that's way better than those games. Yeah. But anyway, yes, welcome back to the Mighty Cunapple Show. My name is Kieran, and today I'm joined with Lucy. He is a Twitch streamer, and if you haven't watched the previous episodes, he's a cute wee Irishman who plays horror games and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I've been doing it for about a year now, so
yeah, I'm really excited to have you on. Really excited because I want to have you. Well, the reason why I brought you on mainly is because I haven't been playing a lot of new games recently, and because I've been at uni and stuff like that, and there's one wee game that I was sort of looking forward to. So when I was interested to see how it would end up. Called Daymare.
Yeah.
And apparently you do not like Daymare, do you? What's the I'm gonna.
It's not beef. It's just I wish I would like it. I actually want to like Daymare 1998.
Yeah.
I know I've been hounding you about when is it coming out for the past like fucking 5 years. Yeah, and it's just I played it like just to preface my opinion.
Yeah,
I think we have to go deeper into the details of the game now.
Yeah,
I don't know how much you want to get into this, but
yeah, I've got like when you start talking about it, I'll have questions pop into my mind about it. So
yeah.
So how was the story of it anyway? The story.
It's not that the story is shite. It's just that it's so almost it's such a rip off of Resident Evil 2 and even the dialogue and the writing. It's so weird when these characters are saying. I should say probably the voice actors, they're delivering these lines in such a kind of cheesy way where you're kind of like, right, if this was the 90s, we would treat this normally, but it's really strange and jarring today, and it's like I don't react the same way to this.
It just feels like a cheap indie game.
Yeah, sort of, well, that's kind of what it is, though, isn't it? Like but the story is practically Resident Evil. I mean, there's another umbrella substitute type evil, laboratory scientific company that makes this virus and blah 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 blah. And the only thing interesting about the story, in my opinion, is that you play as 3 different characters, which one of them was a complete dick, and I don't know if we can spoil it.
I don't. Fuck it, let's do spoilers in this thing. I don't give a shit.
All right.
I'm never going to play it anyway. It's one of those things, like, now that I've heard a few people's opinions on it, I don't really want to play it that much.
Yeah.
It seemed, when I was looking at it, when I was watching you play yesterday, I was like, this looks very much like a crying is not enough sort of game.
Yeah.
Like, just in terms of the whole style of it, anyway. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
And people are saying it. I know a streamer called Kyori Hunter. He was saying it's like Night Cry meets Resident Evil. I think it kind of reminds me a little bit of Dead Space as well, like the atmosphere of it and the over the shoulder kind of aspect.
Yeah.
But you play as a character. The first character you play as is basically Hunk from Resident Evil. But he's more of an asshole in this. He's called Liev, and he's sort of the villain. He's actually sort of the villain of the game, to be honest, in the beginning. Right. But spoiler alert, if you don't want to fucking... Look, I'll give you like 10 seconds. Like, if anyone who's listening, spoiler alert, get off now. He dies very early on, I think, in the second chapter. And I think there's only 5 chapters. Yeah, he gets killed by a guy called Sandman, who I think... There's an event that occurs on the chopper where he shoots this guy and he's infected with the virus and he turns into this like mutated monster, and yeah, he kills him. So goodbye. Then you play as that. Yeah, he's just fucking gone forever.
And he's gone.
His arm gets cut off, and then he just flops on the floor and dies.
Oh, right, okay.
But then you play as another character called Raven, who's basically his partner, and he doesn't wear a mask, so he's all militaried up, military gear, and it's basically the same control scheme. It's the same everything, the same movements.
Yeah,
he's got a big scar on his face. But the most interesting character is this ordinary dude you play as.
is it the ranger character?
Yeah, he's a black guy called Samuel, and he's just wearing this red shirt, and he just seems to be this character that's caught up in the middle of things, and he's like this. He's like a ranger, working in the forest. And the interesting thing about his character is the gameplay actually is a little different with him because, you know, the character has to take pills because he has some sort of hallucinatory ailment. Yeah. So the reason why it's different is that sometimes he'll hallucinate and he'll see things that aren't actually there, and so it's kind of annoying the way sometimes you'll see a zombie and you shoot it and then it'll just disappear. It wasn't really there.
Right. Oh yeah, I like that. I do like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, it's a good concept.
Yeah, it's a good concept. Yeah.
It's just the thing about the game is just not in
poor in execution.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just but that's as far as this, like, and he's just literally trying to get out of the city called Keen Sight, I think that the city is called.
I thought it was going to be like Pigeon City or something. It's like, we can't use Raccoon City. Squirrel City, maybe, possibly.
Yeah. And speaking of Resident Evil, the one thing about this game, though, Bundy, the one thing that I'll give it like fucking 10 out of 10 for is the pop culture references and Easter eggs to other video games.
I've seen the video that you linked on Twitter. I've seen that with the movie posters. Yeah. That looked funny.
It's just hilarious. I mean, people could, like, I feel as if they put too much attention into the Easter eggs and not enough attention into the likes of the gameplay mechanics and how good it feels and stuff, and the enemies, and like there's you walk into a room and there's like like you walk into somebody's room, like a teenager's room in the 90s, and you're gonna see it's not just a reference to a movie. It's, say, the movie Face Off from the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, it's
like the exact same poster of that, but it'll be called Face On.
Face On.
That it's that type of and then Independence Day is called Independence Week. Like, you see these things and you can't help but laugh on stream when you're playing it. Like, and there's even references to Resident Evil 3. There's a section, I think, in chapter 3 or 4 where you're just wandering around these alleys in the streets, and it makes you excited because when you're playing it, you're kind of like, right, this could actually be what Resident Evil 3 could be. The remake could be like. Yeah. And there's a completely unabashed reference as well to Resident Evil 3 where there's like a chalk on the ground written down of like a train track and then like a train next to it. Yeah. Which I guess any Resident Evil fan will know what that is, but the fucking references is like it's one of the only things that can't be gone.
See, this is one question I have. See, if I wasn't a Resident Evil fan, see if I didn't play any Resident Evil game, would I enjoy this? Would I enjoy Daymare, or would I just like be sick and tired of it? Yeah,
I wouldn't. It hurts to say that.
Yeah,
because I want it to be good, but I have to say no because it hangs and everything hangs on it being heavily influenced by Resident Evil. Yeah. It doesn't really add a lot. There's a lot. It makes you clunky. I don't know if we're talking about the gameplay now, but
talk about gameplay, man. Don't fucking talk away in Daymare. I'm just letting you rant on it.
Right. So you probably know it's over the shoulder, like Resident Evil 2 remake. Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
And you know, for the most part, it plays very similar to the likes of Resident Evil 2 in terms of it's over the shoulder. You hold a gun, the zombies, and it's not tank controls. It's just normal. You know, you can rotate around any way you want.
Yeah.
It's very clunky, and there's a stamina bar which I don't think anybody likes, even in survival horror. I don't know if any. I don't remember any big horror survival games given a stamina meter
No,
exactly.
not really. That just kind of makes things. It's like adding unnecessary difficulty in there.
Yeah,
Like I was reading some of the reviews. I was like, oh, I'm interested in seeing what the negative reviews are because on the Steam page it's mostly positive, which I don't know if that's because it's inflated or not. I have no idea which
yeah,
but I
yeah.
yeah, I read one of the reviews and then most of them are like complaining about the reloading thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
see
yeah, the reload.
that is a topic in and of itself.
Yeah.
The reloading. I would say that look, right, the reloading in like I could explain it right now, and you probably say, right, that actually kind of sounds pretty cool because it's relying on realism, but
Yeah.
it's too they've gone too far in the direction of making it feel clunky.
Yeah.
Uh, like for example, okay, if the whole reload mechanic, basically you have a magazine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in that magazine, there's 0 bullets in the magazine, right?
Yeah.
And then you pick up bullets on the ground. So when you pick up those bullets, they go into your inventory separately. They don't go automatically into your magazine.
Right.
So what you got to do is you got to go into the menu, which the menu takes fucking forever. I find to get
Mm-hmm.
you press tab to go into the menu,
Yeah.
and the over the shoulder camera slowly zooms into your
It's your
arm.
little phone thing.
While
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
yeah, and the game's not paused. Zombies are still coming at you, and it's like
Fuck's sake.
it's just so it's so delayed and so slow, and
Yeah.
so you got to put your bullets into that magazine. You got to literally press combine like Resident Evil, combine
Yeah.
into the magazine, and then combine that magazine into your gun in the menu. Or what you
Right.
can do is, once you have the magazine reloaded,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you can actually reload without going into the menu. So you have to, if you tap R
Mm-hmm.
on your keyboard, you reload the gun. But what happens is you drop the magazine on the ground,
Right. Right.
and
Right. Yeah.
so but you can kind of be caught in a panic sometimes, and you can just quickly press it and you drop it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got to go back for it. So you kind of have to backtrack to find some magazines. I find,
Mm-hmm.
or if you want, you can hold or you like hold the button for maybe I think it's like 5 seconds or something like that, not
Yeah.
even, and he slowly reloads, but you keep the magazine in your inventory.
Yeah.
That's the basic gist of it. It sounds a little complicated,
You
and
see,
it kind of is
yeah.
complicated, but
In this game seems like it sounds all good on paper, but then from what you're telling me, like playing it does not sound that fun to me. Like, see the whole reload
yeah,
thing, that just sounds like a fucking nuisance, like unneeded nuisance.
yeah,
Like,
it's just it's not enjoyable.
yeah, it seems like
Like,
something you would add in like a hardcore mode rather than like a normal difficulty thing. You
yeah,
know?
yeah, like it
Yeah,
sounds, yeah, it's like you'd want to know the game first, I think, because like
yeah,
I played the demo, right, and
yeah.
I'll move on to the boss fights in a second. There's actually one I haven't finished the game, by the way. I'm on the last.
That boss
I
fight.
think you saw that, right? And I
Yeah,
put it up on Twitter as well. I fucking
fucking
said it loud.
bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah, I shouted it loud and fucking loud and free. I wanted everyone to see this shitty boss fight, but
yeah,
it Resident Evil 2 remake was a pleasure to play because you don't have to feel clunky to feel vulnerable. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like and I feel as if there's certain like inputs and registration. Like you can't even pick up things properly in the game. You can't pick up
Mm-hmm.
things while you're running. You can't open doors while you're running. Although the prompt for F will come up,
Yeah,
and it just doesn't work. The game doesn't feel finished. The gameplay feels very just like that. Nothing works a lot.
yeah.
I
See,
find.
right. With Daymare, right? I think I posted this on. Oh, where did I post it? Did I post it in my fucking Discord server? I have no idea. I said like Daymare just seems like a fan game released officially. You know,
Yeah,
it seems like that. It seems like they were just like, oh yeah, let's make a Resident Evil 2 remake, which I know fully well that they are the team that were working on like a remake thing, and then they got
yeah,
shut down. But they just seemed like, oh yeah, we'll just use the stuff we learned from that and then put it into this. But then the stuff they learned from that looked like the things with fan games, right? It's like, yeah, they look cool, but then they don't look AAA sellable stuff, you know. But with
yeah.
Daymare, it just seemed like something. No offense, but it seemed like something I would see on like Itch.io or something, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like an hour-long game on itch.io.
yeah.
That's to me anyway. Again, I've not played this, so I can't really fully like judge on it. Oops.
No,
But,
I think you're right because like
yeah.
we should actually name this episode the podcast. No offense, because
No offense.
I no offense. Like I don't feel
I titled it Daymare is shit.
yeah. Or maybe we'll
Like,
backtrack
fuck
on
is
that then.
Daymare?
Yeah, I don't because I don't really enjoy because I wanted to play the game no matter what. You
Yeah.
know, because
Yeah. You were
I
excited.
stream.
You seemed excited for it.
I was excited for it because, like,
Yeah.
you know, Halloween's coming up soon, and I stream a lot of
Oh,
horror
yeah,
games.
we need to get into that.
So
I've got that written down in a wee second, but yeah,
yeah,
fucking. There's a lot of horror games coming out though, so I'm glad like
yeah,
this came out around about this time. So it's like it's no big whoop. If you missed this game, then it's no worries. It's okay. It's all
yeah.
right. I was actually
It's just
yeah. Sorry.
it's just such a. I hope new horror games. I was gonna say that I wanted to say this as well, but like I hope the new horror games coming out in the next fucking year or two don't fall into the same trap of like I was streaming Daymare a few days ago, and it just got to the point where the game was exhausting me. Like
Yeah.
there's not it throws too many enemies at you.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem. So when a game throws too many enemies at you, you become numb to it. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang.
Is this a
And
shooting gallery of sorts? Yeah.
exactly. Like I got to a point where I was playing it, and someone in my chat, I am Loot TV, said it's just unrelenting. And I was like, you know, you're dead right.
Yeah.
I got to a point where I wanted to reload my fucking gun properly. I wanted to look at my inventory and manage it, right? The way you can in Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But every time I'd run away to a safe corner, the zombies would follow me and they'd bite me and I'd have to run around again. I'm like, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do, and then all the enemies are more or less bullet sponges. They don't even react that much to your bullets. So it's like you got to do so much running around. Like Resident Evil 7, in my opinion, is the opposite of that. It's perfect because it has the perfect amount of enemies. I know enemy variety is a problem in that game, but the amount of enemies,
even in like later on in the game, there's like a ton in the caves and shit like that. But see, even in the house, there's like what 10, 12 enemies or something like in total, something like that.
If even,
if even,
and they're mostly down in the
the
basement.
Yeah, the basement. Yeah, I was about to say attic. I don't know. Don't use American terminologies.
Yeah, well, it's actually a morgue, isn't it? In Resident Evil 7.
A what?
It's
morgue.
morgue.
Yeah,
morgue. Yeah.
I thought I was like, what sort of fucking slang word is this for a basement? Like what?
which doesn't seem like it makes sense to have a morgue.
Yeah, it does not make sense to have a fucking morgue in the basement.
Yeah,
it does not make sense at all.
See that's what I thought initially, but the fact that they've been possessed for 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah,
they probably had time to build one.
Yeah, and that, and also is like I was saying, there's like, oh yeah, having a morgue doesn't make sense, but then again, having weird little shadow puzzle doorways also does not make sense.
Yeah, that's the thing about these games. You have to be the one forcing it to make sense, basically. Which I guess sometimes is fun, sometimes isn't.
That's why it's like whenever I hear someone complain about the story or something like that, and they're like, oh yeah, it needs to be this serious thing, and I'm like, no, it's already fucking ridiculous.
Yeah
It's fine.
No, I don't play Resident Evil for the story.
Oh no, absolutely not.
So I know, and that's the thing about Daymare. I don't really care about the story all that much because I'm not playing it for the story. It's just the experience of the play for.
It seemed like these guys were just like, I want to make a Resident Evil. I don't like saying the word clone, but it's essentially a clone.
It is, yeah. I'd say the same.
Yeah,
because that's the way they sold it to us. You know, like they made that fan remake back in the day, and I think it was AJ yesterday. I was saying it was the same publisher as Hatred, that band game.
Yeah. I was going to say that, or Now, thank you for fucking bringing that up because, see that publisher, or the Destructive Creations, the guy who made Hatred. They're publishing like 3 survival horror games. Like when I was doing a video on, what is the game called? Something Folia Dear Father. It's like a weird survival horror game coming out.
How do you say it?
Folia Dear Father. So,
Folia Dear Father.
Yeah. It's like a first person little thing. And when I was doing a video on that, I was like, "Oh, destructive creations," and then I had that, and then I edited out the video to make it a little bit shorter. And then when I was doing the Daymare video that you ended up watching, I had
Yeah.
that. I had the hatred devs in there as well. I was like, "Oh shit, yeah!" Like I just completely forgot to mention it. And
Yeah.
yeah, I just find it funny. That I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up. I just found it funny.
Yeah. Well, because I've heard people saying that Daymare is actually a step up from the likes of Hatred.
Yeah, yeah.
A
But like,
slight
yeah.
step up. I don't know. I've never played Hatred, but
Yeah, it's like it's by the same publisher, but then like Destructive Creations actually made Hatred and not didn't publish it, and then
yeah,
they published Daymare. So I don't know, man.
yeah.
I don't know.
There's just I could go on, man. Like even that boss, like in the
Tell me
demo,
about the boss.
oh, dude, there's about 4 different boss fights in the game. That I nearly got to the end. I have not. I couldn't do it. I couldn't hack the ending. Like I couldn't get through that boss fight. But if anyone's interested, go on my Twitter or even Bundy's Twitter. You could probably find it somewhere. But it's hilarious. There's a boss fight on the 5th chapter, which I looked it up. Apparently, there's 5 chapters in the game. And there's a boss fight that is basically he basically looks like he's a normal dude, a normal.
Yeah.
But he has this like big squid for a head, and it's kind of flopping to one side, and he's running towards you. And no bullets affect him whatsoever. He's a complete and absolute utter bullet sponge.
Yeah,
like nothing stops him.
Strange. Like when I was watching your stream and I heard like the sound effect, like he was made out of fucking metal when you shot him.
Yeah, bang, like, ding, ding. Yeah, like ding, ding, ding. Yeah. That's what it sounds like when shooting him. But
it's like a one-hit kill from him as well, isn't it?
Yeah, like I wasn't even interested at that stage. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I found this. What would you call it? Like I guess you could probably call it an AI bug. I don't know what you call it, but basically, if there's, I accidentally found out that if you run in a specific, the area is pretty small, but if you run to a specific corner of the room, the enemy literally doesn't attack you and stands there for all eternity.
Yeah,
and you can stand there and just pump them full of lead. You can do whatever you want in your inventory in real time, and nothing happens. And you can even move around a little bit as well, and he doesn't move.
Yeah.
And because on stream I sat here having a beer, and I went to the bathroom, came back just to see, and he was still standing there. And I couldn't. It was unforgivable. Like it really was. Took me completely out of the experience. And no old Resident Evil game ever did anything like that.
Yeah.
Like at least I can't remember.
Yeah.
But that's the pro. And not only to mention that, Bundy, right? But the very first boss fight in the game, right? I know there's a streamer called Curie Hunter, and he avoided the demo and he bought the game, and he was absolutely shocked by how bad the first boss fight was. You walk into a room and you have a machine gun and a handgun. And I remember I played the demo, and I think a kind publisher of the game or developer of the game was in my chat at the time giving me advice on what to do.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it took me about 6 goes to kill this boss.
Yeah.
Probably longer, probably more, and that's actually quite a lot, I think. And I kept shooting him and shooting him and shooting him. He doesn't react to bullets. He runs at you. And even with the mouse and keyboard where I'm able to flick directions and stuff, I still couldn't get away from him quick enough.
Yeah.
And I kept wasting bullets and dying. So apparently the solution to kill him... Now listen to this, right? Apparently the solution to killing this boss, and I didn't even know you could do this, you have to melee him twice with your gun. Basically punch him twice. And then he ragdolls to the floor. And then you shoot him in the head a few times, and then he gets back up.
Yeah.
You do that over and over again until he dies, because you hurt him while punching him as well. So my lethal fucking bullets don't really do much, but then 2 punches and he hits the ground. Who the hell thought of it? Who thought that was going to be a good idea? Like, who thought that was also going to be a good idea? Like, maybe it was an accident, but I could not believe it.
I don't really understand that, because like, see, when you're sitting, like, I'm guessing when it comes to like big boss battles like that, right, they have a little meeting about it. At least I would, like, in terms of like game development. I don't know how game developers work, but I'm guessing they'd be in a fucking room, like throwing ideas and seeing if they're lagging and they're seeing the stick or something. And
Yeah.
they're like, okay, how are we going to do this boss fight? How about a player needs to hit him twice and then shoot him? It's like, it's like,
Yeah, he says that.
Were they in a rush and they were like, you know, fuck it, yeah, let's just do that. It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
it's poor game design. Like, it is. There's no creativity to it. The best part of the game, in my opinion, is the second chapter, because you know Resident Evil, Bundy, as well. Like, you know the whole backtracking thing.
Yeah.
Like, being in the mansion, being in the police station, being wherever. There was only, I would say, most of the game is fairly linear. It plays more like, I would say, maybe Resident Evil 4. You're kind of just waltzing. It's almost like a tour. You're on a tour, basically, of this whole street, and you just keep going. But in the second chapter, there's most of the level takes place in a hospital, and that, in my opinion, that was the best part of the whole game. I really like that part, because again, it's like Resident Evil. It's like the mansion Resident Evil. You're running around backtracking, finding keys, and it's fairly large. There's different floors. There's a basement. There's a parking lot.
Yeah,
that part was really, I thought was pretty damn good. I have to give them that. But then after that, you exit the hospital, and you carry on this kind of just straight line through the game, and there's a puzzle here and there, and the puzzles are kind of I will probably give them a little bit of credit for the puzzles, because the puzzles were varied enough. I found different enough. They weren't very repetitive, I don't think. A lot of them, there's one of them that actually involves Morse code that I thought was really cool.
Really?
Yeah, you have to crack it. You have to use this Morse code. You're on a computer, and you got to use Morse code to basically find this password for another computer to open this with a door and stuff. But the puzzles were I thought the puzzles were actually decent. I'll give them credit for the puzzles.
Yeah.
Most of all, but
fucking not bad.
But yeah, I'm just a bit gutted. And then AJ, you know what? AJ was right. He's probably going to be watching this, and I kind of had a feeling that it might not have been great, Daymare, but I always gave it the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to stream a new horror game. So
yeah, see, I was always skeptical from the beginning. Like, I think I said in my very first video, I was like, I'm not really entirely looking forward to it, mainly because it seems to me just a copy and paste of Resident Evil instead of trying to do a lot of its own stuff. And it seems like they did try to do some of their own stuff, but then it didn't really work out so well for them.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Just, the game in general doesn't. It just seems like one of those. You see, how it's like you look back in the PS1 era, and you're like, oh yeah, there was a fucking Resident Evil clone called Countdown Vampires. It's like, it's something. The Daymare seems like it'll be something like that. It'll be like, you look back in 10 years and you're like, oh, that existed. It's like,
exactly.
Yeah, it seems
forgettable.
Like forgettable. Yeah. Like,
I think their heart was probably in the right place, but it's just it was pretty ambitious. Some of it was ambitious. The whole reloading thing, I think, was ambitious. Like, not even with the reloading, but your whole inventory system. Like, you get to combine a lot of stuff. It is very like Resident Evil. Like, the problem is that, like, even in the old Resident Evil games, right, you had tank controls, but you weren't slow, or you could move in the game. It was responsive. Like, it was rewarding. Like, in this, it's just like clunky, and you bump into walls and stuff, and there's a lot of things about it that I find kind of strange decisions. Like one thing about using the health in it, you can use health, and by the way, you use a herb or a first aid spray in Resident Evil, your health just boom goes. You're from danger all the way up to fine, like, instantly. In this one, you use health, and it's like you have what's called an overdose meter. So, which ultimately was kind of rendered useless for me, because it literally had no effect on my game whatsoever. I think if you take too much health too quick, you can overdose and pretty much die.
Oh, really?
Or because but your meter, I played it on Daymare, like Daymare the mode. There's a mode called Daymare called the hardest mode. I played it on that mode. You can it's like Resident Evil 3. You can either play it on hard mode or easy mode. So there's no normal. But if you take health, it doesn't go straight up So if you're on, it's in percentages your health.
Yeah.
So if you're on 20% and you take one, you take like energy bars and stuff.
Yeah.
If you take one energy bar, you'll gradually see your health like start going up over time.
Right.
So you can't immediately run into a battle with like zombies. Like there were so many times where I used like 2 healths.
Yeah.
And then I ran into like a room, like right and ready to go, and I got bitten once. I'm like, what? And I'm dead. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It just seems a little frustrating. Like, but
right.
I don't know. I'm rambling here. I'm going nuts.
Oh no! I just realized it was like we've
fucking...
hit 30 minutes.
So Jesus Christ! I would have said 10 minutes.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, honestly, I looked at it. I was like, oh, that must mean like a good 15 minutes of ranting, and you're just like, right, okay, holy shit,
right.
Fucking hell. But yeah, I would say that's enough of Daymare. That's enough of Daymare. Let's get into more positive stuff, man. Fuck it, why not? Right.
Okay,
yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna take just a short little break from the topic. So, Lucy, I like just to comment, because like, see, when you were talking there, Daymare, I was opening a can of Iron Brew Energy that has something called taurine in it, which I found out on Thursday, that's bull sperm, so that's fun. But yeah, like, I was
taurine.
Yeah.
Bull sperm.
Did they put in energy drinks or something? I don't know. It's something like that. It's fucking strange. But like,
hang on.
Yeah,
so I got a can of Coke here. There's nothing.
No, that's just because that's just a fizzy drink though. This is like energy juice.
So
apparently,
Iron Brew.
Yeah, Iron Brew Energy. Yeah, it has taurine in it. But like, apparently that's something you just put in energy drinks. But again, so I was at this like uni freshers fair on Thursday, and they just handed me these 2 cans of like Iron Brew Energy. I'm like, all right, okay, cool, fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's so at that fair, right? Hang on, where's my fucking keychain? Oh, my keychain's not here. It's downstairs. Right, so this guy was advertising free sex. No, not free sex. Safe sex.
Yeah. Condoms.
yeah. So he's like, he just shoved this fucking bag into my face. I was like, all right, okay, but it was filled with like condoms and lube and stuff. But Lucy, the most interesting thing in that fucking bag, I wish I had my keychain right now, but was a little sperm keychain that you could put on your keys. Literally like a big tadpole style sperm thing with squidgy and everything.
Right.
And I put it on my keychain. And I said to my friend, and I even said to my stepdad yesterday that I showed him to. It was quite creeped about. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably like the only one who's actually put this on my keychain.
Do you have it? You have it there? Like you can't find it.
I don't have it here. No, it's down. I think it's downstairs. Oh man, I wish I had it here. But no, but I wish I could show the stream though. It was
That'd be hilarious. I don't know. I don't think my college ever threw out condoms for people.
Oh, yeah,
I don't remember my college ever doing that.
Mate, yeah, I was like, in my college building, you can go to like a certain bit and there's like a big massive bucket just filled with free condoms, and you can just take as much as you want.
So that's what I hear as well, but my college never had that. Or maybe I didn't know it.
At this freshers fair, though, I was talking to my friend, and he was saying, oh yeah, they give out like bags and shit like that now, because before at freshers events they again had the tub there, and it's like anyone can just come and take them. But then no one ever went up and took them because everyone was like way too fucking awkward about it. And so now, so now people just like throw bags at you. So now, like, in my backpack is just literally the front bit is just filled to the fucking brim, because this wee bag they gave me was just filled with a lot of variety. Let's say that.
right.
Fucking strange. I know that's a bit of a turn from Daymare, but oh well. Fuck it. Let's go back to some game topics. I don't know why I really wanted to bring that up, because I find that keychain so interesting. But
no, you're stocked now. Like, you have ammunition, so
yeah, exactly.
You're ready to go, man.
Exactly. I know, right? Actually, I got drunk with one of my new classmates. Was it not that week there, but the week before? And we were fucking drunk in spoons. That's Weatherspoons for anyone who doesn't know the UK.
I know it.
And for some reason, I don't know. It's like it's one of those things. Like, see when you're just drunk and then just random thoughts just come to people's heads, and they just start doing those thoughts or saying those thoughts, and it makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah. So we were just sitting there having a drink. We were talking about something just ridiculous, as you do when you're drunk. And I turned to my friend, and then he just like whips out a box of Durex condoms for like no fucking reason. And he just he pulls them out, and he just starts looking and laughing. And I was like, right, okay, cool.
Yeah, what? There is something kind of mildly embarrassing about condoms, isn't there? Like, if it's in your pocket. Because, like, right, you thought about that.
Yeah, it's like you thought about bringing that, and that's what I said to him. I was like, you came prepared, and it's like, you always have to stay prepared. I'm like, fair enough, but like, you need to like whip them out and just show everyone that you have them.
Every time I go to the garage to get some, and I hate when they ask you what type.
What type?
I'm like, look, it doesn't matter. Just anything to progress this conversation, like to end this conversation quick. Just you know what happened to me one time though, Bundy?
Yeah.
I went into a garage, right?
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I had a €50 note, right? And I went in to get condoms. And I said, can I just have a pack of Durex there, like, you know?
Yeah.
And then just trying to be discreet, you know?
Yeah.
And he turns around, picks them up, and what did I say? I give him my €50, and he goes, he says, oh, is this okay? And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you haven't got anything. He goes, yeah, got anything smaller? No. And I was like, oh no, don't worry, the size is just fine.
That was how you said.
I thought he was joking about the condom size. And then he goes, no, sir, the €50, I struggle to have change. I was like, oh, no, sorry, and the rest of it is a blur. I made such a fool of myself. No, this size is fine.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it is embarrassing though.
It is. There's that level of awkwardness. Like when I was working in Asda, and every time I went and had to like stock up the that sort of area, I don't know, I always found it awkward because like I don't know what it is about it. It's like obviously like when I was working there I was like 17, 16. So it's like I always was like, ooh, he condoms. And then when someone was like buying them, you're like, oh, he's going to have sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those thoughts where it's like the second you like pick them up or ask someone for them, you always think is like, oh no, they're thinking it.
Exactly.
They're gonna turn around and be like, ho 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 ho, getting lucky tonight. It's like I don't know. I'm always worried, like, cause see how you have like one of those like. You always have those overconfident like shopkeepers and stuff like that are dead chatty and always like say stuff.
Yeah,
I'm always purely dead paranoid. So it's like if you pick up something like that and then they say something, it's like oh.
Yeah,
going on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's sometimes as well. I wait for the shop to be kind of empty. I find because I don't want to go up in a queue with just condoms. Because that's like a very clear agenda behind that, you know. It's like, it's like going to buy just toilet paper.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They all know you're dying for one. That's the problem, and it's the same with condoms.
Yeah.
I remember I walked down. It was probably a few years ago. I was wearing these tight jeans, and I put a condom in my pocket, and I was going out to meet my girlfriend, and I came down to say goodbye to my parents, or whatever. Like literally just saying, but like literally just going out for the night, like.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, and I stood there talking to them while they were sitting down.
Yeah.
And I walked, and I jumped back in the car, and I looked down, and I noticed that my jeans were so tight that the condom wrapper was literally sticking out, visible, like illuminating the fucking room, basically saying, and they know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And it's still, I can't get it out of my head. Like, it's just so embarrassing. Like, there's no privacy these days either. Like,
no, definitely not.
Yeah.
See, there's a thing about like you just put it in your pocket, like not putting it in the wallet or anything, right?
No, I don't. I don't have it with me. I have like a little card wallet. I don't have money in it.
Yeah.
I have like all my cards, like my leap card.
Oh, right. Okay.
credit card or whatever, and I'm usually able to fit one or two in there. But that particular time I didn't do it.
Yeah, because there's a few of my mates who were like, they were saying to each other, it's like, oh yeah, do not put condoms in your wallet for some reason. Because I had this one mate who always just like, every time he went into a club, he just stuck a few condoms in his wallet and then that was it. But apparently it's like, if you stick them into your wallet and then you have them in your pockets and stuff like that, then, oh fuck, what was it? It's like they're more likely to
rip, is it?
Rip, yeah. Because they're not getting any air or some shit. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, some weird random fact thing, and I was like, okay, but I don't know.
That is weird because they say not to open them with your teeth because you could cut the actual balloon.
Yeah. Cut the actual balloon.
Yeah, the material, whatever it is, like.
Oh man.
But I think people still do it.
Yeah. But let's move on to state of play. Let's talk about that because that got announced.
I was waiting we were going to just find some sort of segue to get back into the game.
No. But yeah, state of play, that's happening on Tuesday. It was announced last week. We know The Last of Us 2 is going to be there. But then I wanted to know your some of your thoughts. Like, what do you want to be there, Lucy?
I'd love that to be Ghost of Tsushima. I think I'm saying that correctly. Because there's been nothing for that game, and it's a exclusive for PlayStation.
That's a PS5 exclusive game, definitely.
You think so?
100%.
So you think they're going to announce the PS5?
Next year, yeah. And then they're going to be like, oh yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, that's going to be like a launch exclusive for it. Yeah,
that could be. See, that I heard that there were rumors going around like months ago that the likes of The Last of Us 2 would be the spearhead exclusive for the PS5, but isn't there rumor saying that it's going to be in like February or March?
Yeah, February 2020 or something. Which, if they do that, then they're going to do exactly what the first Last of Us did, where it's like, oh yeah, they release it for the PS3 and then they do like a remastered version launching on PS4 or now PS5 anyway. So yeah.
I'm not sure. Like, it is confirmed though that The Last of Us 2 will be at State of Play.
Yeah. They've been fucking teasing it like every day. The developers tease like a image or something like that, counting down to it. And they're like, ooh, here we go.
It's like I think they're gonna because even Neil Druckmann, the writer, he posted on Twitter and Jesus Christ, they got like 30,000 likes or something. Like, it's fucking massive, this game.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna show. They'll have to show some sort of. I think they might show another big cinematic trailer.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what they might do.
I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like a cinematic trailer, but then it's gonna be a release date at the end.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to spend like hundreds of time on it because the state of play is only like 20 minutes long or something.
Yeah. They'll probably show Joel as well because they haven't shown him. Well, they've shown the back of his head, but they haven't shown.
There's like
him.
these know that going around that he's actually like a ghost because he was killed or something like that. Seen the very first Last of Us 2 trailer, and then she's playing the guitar and she's like, "I'm going to kill every last one of them."
Yeah,
it's like some say like that's an hallucination.
Yeah,
Joel,
because I think that they should release the trailer that kind of finally gets down to brass tacks and shows us what the plot is of the game.
Stop beating around the bush and just fucking
And speaking of that, like, talk about Death Stranding as well. I don't think we're going to see any. I don't think we should see any more Death Stranding. Like, I feel as if for years we saw nothing, and then out of nowhere, boom, you see everything.
Gameplay, but the thing is, it's not even like. It's like everything I've seen on it doesn't seem like full gameplay. It's just random gameplay elements. Like, oh yeah, this cunt can pee, and I'm like, oh, fantastic. And it's like, oh yeah, there's like a random room where it's like if you look at the character's crotch, he punches the camera, and I'm like, all right, okay, I still don't know what the fuck that game is.
Yeah,
I don't like that. Doesn't give me incentive to buy it though. Like, if I don't know what something is, I'm not gonna buy it. Like, that's just that. It's like. Hideo Kojima is saying, it's like, oh, it's a new genre called the Strands or something. I'm like, the fuck is that? Like, what? What does that even mean?
I think the only... Genre? Well, that's the only thing. I think you're right. The only thing, the only thing about it that's selling it is the fact that it's a Hideo Kojima game.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why. It's like he's like the Quentin Tarantino of gaming or something like that. Every time Tarantino makes a movie, you're like, oh, no matter what it's about, I just got to go see it because it's Tarantino. It's the same with Hideo Kojima, I think.
Yeah.
It's a reputation behind him.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to be at State of Play, though. I
No.
don't think it even should.
Maybe like a short, very short trailer. But apart from that, like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's coming out. It's coming in like November or something, isn't it?
Yeah, like 3 months away.
Yeah.
Less.
It's
Yeah,
weird because
way
like
less actually.
yeah, because they're advertising it on Twitter like it's coming out fucking tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely be getting it though. I like the look.
Yeah.
But I'll be getting it. I just hope it's not fucking Daymare type stuff again. But like, a massive disappointment. But
Yeah. I don't know, man.
yeah.
Some games nowadays, like, to be fair, I've had good luck recently because I bought Borderlands 3 and then Gears of War 5, which both are been fucking fantastic so far. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How are you getting on with Borderlands 3, by the way?
Oh, Borderlands 3 is fantastic. I was streaming was it last night? I think I was streaming it last night. Or no, not last night, the night before on Friday. I was streaming it then. But like I've been playing that game, it's just more Borderlands. More Borderlands with more smaller mechanics added to it. They just refine the experience. But it's good. It's really good. I've been enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Yeah.
I know jack shit about Borderlands. I don't play it at all.
Yeah, Borderlands is like if you're looking for like a relaxing, just first person shooter, where it's like you really don't need to pay much attention to anything. You can just switch off your brain and just go into it.
Yeah.
Then it's that sort of thing. Yeah. But
just that co-op fun, basically, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like
I've been playing it solo, but you can have them co-op.
I heard it say it's more like it's exactly like the last two. Like it's just more of the same. That's what I heard.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It is essentially more of the same, just with different story and a lot more. What's the phrase? Was it "bed of life" or something? What's that phrase?
Bed of life.
No, better for life or something. Best of life. What's that fucking phrase? Shit, I can't remember the phrases. Anyway, yeah, it's like
life better.
No. It's like fuck, I can't remember what it is. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it's like they add more smaller mechanics in there. Like they add more to the skill trees. There's new characters and all that as well that you can play as. The gun combat is, I would say, has been tweaked a little bit. They've added like more little sparkles of things in there. Like have like firing. It's very small things like firing modes. The movement system is a lot different because before all you had is sprinting and then you could jump like 7 feet, and then now in this game it's like you can't jump 7. Like there's a lot more parkouring in the last two games, where it's like Halo style of parkouring. If you get me?
Yeah.
Whereas like you just float from platform to platform and you find creative ways to go up. Now you just have to like press A twice, and then your character can grab onto a ledge and then pull themselves up. Stuff like that. It's only like little tiny stuff like that just better the experience, but like it's
more
nothing.
traversal, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But there's no like big massive changes because to be fair, like with Borderlands, there doesn't really need to be any big massive changes. Like it really doesn't.
Yeah, so it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
What about Gears of War? Well, I haven't played that either.
Fucking Gears of War, man. Like, see, the thing is, I only play Gears of War for the campaigns. So like the story and all that. Gears of War 5, man, the story so far has been fucking great. It's been so good because it dives a lot more into the lore side of things and explores a lot. I don't want to spoil it too much for people who haven't played Gears of War, and specifically Gears of War 5. But yeah, it dives a lot. The main character's like definitely way more interesting in the fourth game because he plays like in the Gears of War games he plays Marcus Phoenix. And then in the fourth one, because it takes place like 25 years after the third one, he plays his son. And then the son was like dead fucking boring to play as because the story didn't really revolve around him as much. And so in this game he plays his friend Kate, who at first is like you look from an outsider's perspective and you're like, oh, they just changed the main protagonist to like a girl and then they're doing that for the whole fucking agenda bullshit thing. And it's like no, like her character actually is really fucking good and is really important to the world in the story. I'm trying to be vague about some things because
right,
like it would definitely spoil it, but yeah, it's just an overall fucking good game. More Gears of War.
Yeah, It's probably the last one as well they're making. Do you think they're going to make another one? Or are they going to just
Oh
end it?
no, they're making another one after it. Definitely.
And really? Another one?
Yeah, because by the way this game is going, I'm halfway through it now. I'm on Act 3 and there's 5 acts. It seems like this is like the setup to something fucking big in the next one. So it's like, yeah. So like, Gears of War 4 was like a prologue to this game, and then this game is like it's setting a lot up for the next one. But like again, the story right now is just so fucking interesting. It's cool. It's really cool. Different. It's a lot different.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's good stuff.
Yeah, back to
I don't have Xbox, so I can't play it. I wish it was on PC. It's on PC, is it?
Gears of War 5.
Gears of
Yeah, Gears of War 5's on PC, but I don't think the other games are, unfortunately. Yeah. But Halo and all that's coming to PC as well, so.
Yeah, that the Master Chief Collection.
The Master Chief Collection, yes, indeed.
Even I know that.
For that. What?
Even I know that. Like, yeah, everyone knows
the Master Chief Collection. Yeah. Like, have you played the Halos?
I never owned an Xbox, so well, I actually did own an Xbox, but I just never played it. I played that at my cousin's house so many times as a kid, and I watched it a lot. But
when it comes out, the Master Chief Collection comes out on Steam. We're fucking getting it and we're playing it. I need to show you a good time on Halo. It's fucking good.
Yeah, because it's co-op, isn't it? You can play co-op.
Yeah, it's like co-op campaigns and stuff like that. The story in Halo is fantastic, man. Halo 5, not so much,
but they're classic games, though. Like, they are classics.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yes, I'll have no problem. But you can play on. You can play the old one on. There's like, isn't there a PC version though of the old one? I think there's a streamer now called
There's like a really old PC version of the first 2 games, but then like, I don't think they're really that playable. I think it's like finding like a classic PC version of Resident Evil 1, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
that. It makes sense.
Yeah. But, just wait for the Master Chief Collection.
You don't think Halo Infinite, is that what it's called? The new one, the next one coming out.
Yeah, that's coming to PC. Yeah.
Do you don't think that's going to be hardly going to be a state of play? Is it like, or is this like exclusives and stuff?
Oh no! Like PlayStation state of play, that's only PlayStation stuff.
It's only PlayStation.
Only PlayStation. Right. They don't give a fuck about anything else, man. They don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, have what's coming out? Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Hey, Medieval's coming out fucking next month. Yeah, I forgot.
The remaster.
Yeah, like
that's next month, is it?
Yeah. It's it's coming out on Halloween. Yeah. Fucking.
That is brilliant. I might actually get that.
Yeah, it's only like 25 quid they're selling it for or something. It's fucking great.
How many of them are there? Like, is it just the first one? Or how many medieval games?
There's 3 technically. They have the first 2 for PS1. Then they have like a medieval remake for the PSP, and then this will be like the 4th one, I think. But Medieval, man, fucking fantastic games, man.
Oh, just like as a kid, I played the demo over and over again as a kid. Like, it's just such a fun kind of like cartoony horror game.
Yeah,
it's not a horror game really, but like it's fun.
Yeah, I love the aesthetic of it because it's such a Halloween tone to it. If you get what I mean.
It's perfect.
It's such a Halloweeny game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's the good thing about that game because I reckon kids can play it. It is a kids game, isn't it?
After all.
Yeah. But like, I don't know how many like third party games that are going to be shown at State of Play. Like, what's?
I would imagine some, like a few. But like the thing is, see with a State of Play, I was going to say this earlier. Like, I'm not really too excited for it, just because like the past State of Plays have not really been great for me anyway. So yeah, like fucking I was saying this to my mate Carl before we came on here. I was saying to him, I was like, like the last State of Play for me, it wasn't really like big or eye catching, but for everyone else, it was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Because they announced the release date for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and they're like, oh my god, and I'm like,
that was the big one.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't really care about Final Fantasy Remake, so it's like, as in like, I'll get it, but I'm not really. I'm just not excited for it at all because I don't play Final Fantasy stuff. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I wasn't. Really
I've literally never played a Final Fantasy game in my
Yeah.
life, but I'm actually interested to play the remake.
Yeah, same.
Like, because like if you, I often ask people like which one is good to start off with, and people are like, oh no, you got to start with 7. No, you got to start with 9.
You have to
or
play
this.
6. I'm like, right, okay.
There you go. But I asked Icy Dead Kittens, he's a streamer, and I was like, which one should I start off? And he goes, Final Fantasy 1 would be smart. I was like, I never thought about that actually. Yeah. It's just because they're so different.
Yeah. Then again, it's like, see, with the Final Fantasy games, I don't really want to start from the beginning with the very first one because they're so different.
Yeah.
It seems like, it's like completely new stories and shit like that. So it's like, I feel like I just want to read descriptions of each one and be like, okay, this is the one I want to play.
Yeah.
Because that's
just a footnote version.
Yeah. Because like that outline of it, like, I'm interested. I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you think they'll probably show something about the new Call of Duty at State of Play? Maybe?
Right, I didn't think about that actually. Maybe, possibly.
Because that's out in 2 months as well.
Yeah, probably a new mode. They haven't showed anything in the campaign yet, I'm pretty sure. So they might show a campaign trailer.
That's what I'm thinking as well. They might show a campaign trailer because they've just been pumping out the multiplayer.
Yeah, they're really focused on that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm really fired up for the campaign.
Yeah,
because I used to love the campaign back in the day of Modern. Really good. Like, they fucking push boundaries. I felt like with the no Russian level and stuff.
Apparently, that's what this new one's doing as well.
Yeah, like the morals of it are going to be kind of disturbing.
There was this one mission that was being described. I was watching, I don't know if you know them, like the YouTubers called Easy Allies, and they had like a preview of the campaign, one of the campaign missions, and it was like, oh yeah, he plays like this little rebel girl who's like fucking young as hell, and then it's like a hide and seek mission in this house where it's like this soldier busts into her house, and you need to try and like take down this soldier. But obviously you don't have guns or anything like that, so you need to like play hide and seek. So as you hide and then lure the soldier into one place, stab him in the leg, run away, and then hide somewhere else, and then try and take down the soldier, like Home Alone style. Yeah. And it's shit like that. Apparently the game's it's like shit. Yeah, it's like that, and then apparently the game has like a bunch of like no Russian type of levels in there where it's like they're there to sort of make you uncomfortable, and they're quite
provocative.
sort of realistic in a sense as well, which is cool. Yeah,
that sounds good to me now.
Yeah,
that's what I like about it.
Yeah,
you don't want something that's just constantly playing it safe. You know, it's probably gonna fucking piss off a lot of what would you say, like SJWs out there.
Yeah,
like, we're gonna just go nuts on it before it's even released.
Yeah, I'm excited because like, what was it? We've been having so many Call of Duty campaigns like Infinite Warfare where you're in space and it's like a fucking movie, and Advanced Warfare where it's like literally Kevin Spacey and it's just a movie. And Kevin Spacey, and fucking what else? What was there? There's so many warfare games. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there's Ghosts. There's Black Ops 4.
Fucking
there's Black
Ghosts.
Ops 5.
Oh man,
remember Ghosts?
Have you finished that? The main story of that one?
I've never finished Ghosts.
Mate, I fucking finished it. I ended it on a cliffhanger.
Did you like Ghosts? Did you? Yeah, I heard everyone hated that one.
The multiplayer was alright, but like the main story was fucking just. Yeah, it was just something, man.
It was the closest ones to Modern Warfare, I felt.
Yeah, it was, because it was the first one right after. Like, they had a game mode called Instinction, which was like a co-op alien mode, but it wasn't zombies like where it's survival rounds in it, and it's like co-op missions where it's like you have to go and then activate things, and then it was an interesting concept. It was cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you've been playing the new one though. They've added this fucking massive, and I mean massive, 32v32 mode in Call of Duty, which is
that basically tanks and shit.
Yeah, it's full on Battlefield.
Yeah,
full on Battlefield. Like you can get into tanks and choppers. Yeah. There's sniping distances. Really? choppers. You can get choppers like just sitting around.
Okay.
Like, it is literally Battlefield, and like Battlefield, you have a squad, and you spawn on your squad because the map is just too big. There's there's not just like 3 different domination points. There's like multiple, like way more than that.
Yeah.
And then you got your own headquarters to go back to and all. And there's like ammo supplies just lying around so you can stock up ammo and stuff. And there's bullet drop from dude. It's I don't even know if I like it yet because it's so not like Call of Duty. It's like Battlefield.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they've done that because I think it definitely translates well.
Yeah.
In that game engine, or at least the new one they're using.
Yeah. And it seems to fit the tone of the game as well. I don't know. Yeah. I'm fucking excited. I'm really excited for this new Call of Duty, which is weird to say after all these years. Which is so weird. Oh man.
You've probably seen it, but like I was the same. Every time I say it's saying I'm excited to play it. Yeah. Just expecting like flack, but it's just from what I can see, like everyone seems to be excited about this one as well. I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
So
it's because it goes back to like traditional sort of Call of Duty, but then again also has the new elements in there as well, and they use a new engine finally, so that's cool.
Finally,
yeah.
Because I think ever since they did the World War II game, they've been sort of. It was like World War II was their Resident Evil 7.
Yeah,
it was back to the old style, and although
I had multiplayer, that was good.
Yeah, me too. I liked it as well.
Yeah.
And
then you had
Black Ops 4, which they pushed the whole battle royale thing, which
I was not interested in that game, man.
You didn't like it, no?
No, it just seemed like a fucking. It seemed like they were trying to pull from like Rainbow Six Siege and all that with like the hero classes and shit. And then there was no story campaign in it either. And then there was to be fair, the battle royale mode seemed okay, but like, I didn't care about it. Like,
no, it seemed like the biggest cash grab ever.
Yeah,
for Call of Duty.
Exactly.
Just completely said, "Fuck it, we're just not even going to give you a story."
Fucking exactly.
Which, I'll admit that is my guilty pleasure. Black Ops 4, I actually do like the battle royale in that. Yeah. That's why I hope. See, they haven't announced battle royale for Call of Duty, haven't they?
There's rumors where it's like they're going to release a free to play battle royale mode.
Yeah,
for Modern Warfare. Yeah,
like Battlefield 5 almost. It's going to be like down the line somewhere.
Yeah, but it's like you don't need to own the game to play it. That's the rumor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the rumor going around.
Wow, that's almost like Fortnite.
Yeah, which to be fair, like I wanted that for like Black Ops 4 because like I would have played the battle royale in that game if it was free to play. To be fair, I would have played that game if it was free to play, but like it was like 60 quid for a battle royale game, and then a shitty deathmatch thing.
Yeah, you could play Fortnite or PUBG.
I could just play PUBG. Yeah.
yeah. PUBG actually. Yeah.
Oh man,
but yeah,
PUBG was fun. But let's move on. So see, we were talking about like future releases there, right? We were talking about like October. But what I had written down here, right, because I'm getting into the Halloween fucking zone now. My main's going there, and so I was like, okay, your Halloween horror game list. Do you have one? Because I might have one.
Like of new horror games coming out?
New horror, like in new horror games coming out, or horror games that you're going to be streaming or something like that. Something that's what you're going to play in October.
See, it's weird because there's a few games that they haven't actually they haven't given like the release date yet. Like that game fucking scared the shit out of me, man. The demo of it, The Beast Inside.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about you. I know you played it as well.
Yeah, like when you said to me, it's like, oh yeah, I streamed my reaction. You said to me, it's like, oh, I should stream my reaction. I was like, all right, okay. Never. I had it on like my list of games to cover on the channel, but then I never actually played it or watched anything on it. And so when I loaded up and played the demo, like me and you had like different fucking reactions. Except for like was it one bit like it kind of jumped me, but then apart from that was like that was it.
Yeah, there was one part that got you, but that didn't get me.
Yeah,
and then there was a part that got me, but didn't get you.
Yeah. I can't remember
which I
which it
find
was. It
interesting.
was either the one where it's like I was crawling through a fucking table and then the guy was starting crawling towards me. It was either that or when I was
Yeah,
just initially going down the stairs and then the fucking guy got launched at me. I
yeah.
don't know. It's one
Like,
of those two.
I have no shame in saying that genuinely scared the fuck out of
Yeah.
me. Like, because I feel as if a lot of people always they're very cynical about horror games. They go, "Oh, that wasn't scary. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
But I'll fully admit, like that
Mm.
scared the fuck out of me, man.
Yeah. I think it's one of the reasons why it didn't like fully scare me is because I feel like when I'm streaming a horror game, right, it's I don't get as immersed into it. And so like when scares do happen, I don't get like scared by it because I'm too busy trying to read comments and stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it does suck it out. Like that's the problem. Sometimes, see, I've said it to people as well, where, and this isn't even going for horror, but sometimes if I play a new game on stream,
Yeah.
and I get to the end of the game, or to get to the end of the stream, I'm like, right, I'm not sure if I enjoyed the game or if I enjoyed the stream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't really know. Or let's say I didn't like the game. I'm like, right, I don't know whether I liked the game or liked the stream or not. But I do find that sometimes sometimes you can get a little bit distracted by chat.
Yeah.
Even with Daymare, I'll admit with Daymare, even with some of the plot points, I was kind of a little bit kind of like hazy because I was just talking to chat all the time, and
Yeah.
that's on me now. But
yeah. I know. I noticed it when I was streaming Borderlands because like I was too busy trying to read the comments instead of paying attention to the actual cutscene that was happening. So I wasn't paying attention to what was being said. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
cutscene again. Yeah.
It's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
It's just the biggest problem with streaming.
Yeah. I think
There's
that's
not
why it's
really.
like if it's games I'm insanely into, like Days Gone, when I got that initially, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a stream on it, and then I didn't enjoy playing it while I was streaming it because
Yeah,
my attention was split and I wasn't fully getting into the game. And then
yeah,
all that changed when I stopped streaming the game and just started playing it by myself because it got like I was fully immersed into it and I was understanding what was happening. I understood what was being said, where the story was going, and all that. So it's like imagine streaming The Last of Us,
yeah. See, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think you know what? I don't think I'm
Yeah.
gonna stream The Last of Us.
Mm.
I'm just not gonna do it because
Mhm.
for the same reason you're talking about,
Yeah.
or even like Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Like there's some games that just shouldn't be streamed. I think
Yeah. Exactly.
because you do need to. It's a very kind of personal, intimate
Mm.
experience.
Yeah.
Some of these games, you can't be kind of having a laugh while playing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
During the stream.
Yeah.
But like you see, like I don't know. I started to play Remothered. I had Remothered.
Oh, Remother's a good one. That's a real. I would love to see your reaction on that. Actually, playing Remothered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I hear AJ absolutely loves it, and you like it as well.
Yeah, it's really good. It's for me, like I had like a bunch of problems with the PC version where it's like I got literally I had to turn everything down to like low quality because the game wasn't
Just
that well optimized. But like it ran fine after I turned all the quality settings down. And then when I got to a certain point in the game where it introduced a new stalker character, I'm not gonna say it just to spoil it. The frame started just change like that. It dipped, and then the game started stuttering, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then I thought it was like, "Oh yeah, it's because maybe it's just a demanding area." And then I'm also streaming as well, so I stopped streaming. And then when I did a video on the sequel to the game, Going Broken Porcelain, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to record some gameplay." And then I went on to it. I was like, "Oh shit, it's still doing the exact same thing as it did months prior when I streamed it." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So, but again, it's like it probably won't be the same situation with you. It seems like I was an isolated sort of case, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's why AJ said play it on the PlayStation.
Yeah, yeah, play on console. It's out for the Switch now, so I'm like, oh man.
I was literally about to say I heard the Switch version is even worse.
Is it even worse, really?
That's what I've seen. Like I've seen a clip of it on Twitter of like it literally just unplayable on the Switch.
See, that's annoying. It's like if game developers sit there and they play the game, they're like, okay, this cannot be played on the Switch. just don't release it. Don't make sure it's playable on the Switch before you even fucking announce it. You know?
Yeah.
So
Hashtag Daymare.
Hashtag Daymare. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh man, even Crying Is Not Enough said they were gonna fucking release it on consoles and Switch and shit, and I'm like, good luck with that, pal.
Yeah, big
but
time.
fucking see, man, like the games I'm really excited for Halloween though, and games I'm gonna play. Like I really want to play Man of Medan. That's
I've played that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I asked you about your opinion on the stream once. Yeah, that was that's a game because I'm going to be playing Until Dawn again for Halloween. I might stream that actually. That'll be a fun little stream thing.
Until Dawn is great, man. Have you played it?
Fantastic. Yeah, it's so good. I started it when I first got it, and I could not stop playing it until it was finished, and so I played it until like 3 a.m. or something until it was finished. I was like, "Fucking Christ!" That was such a good
fantastic.
Thing. Yeah,
Man of I don't even know how to pronounce it, but Man of Medan or Man of Medan or Medan. Man of Medan.
Medan.
It's basically the same, but the only difference is like it's the same as in like the same kind of butterfly effects, storytelling, decision making. But this time it's co-op, so you probably know that, but like it's co-op this time, and that's what adds a bit more kind of variety to the decisions because the game is short. I'll say it right now.
Yeah.
Not like Until Dawn, because Until Dawn is actually fairly lengthy, I think.
Yeah, it's like 8 hours, I think.
But like this is going to be an anthology. I don't want to spoil something, but there's kind of a surprise at the end of it, and I think you're going to be. I'm excited for what they do next. So, yeah.
Okay.
I won't spoil it.
Interesting. A game after that I'm excited for is this wee survival horror game coming out called Fear the Dark Unknown.
Oh yeah.
Did a video on it, by the way. If you don't know what it is, just go watch it. But yeah, it's like a little classic style survival horror game where it's influenced by like Alone in the Dark, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and it looks interesting. It looks cool. I'm excited to play that. I'm definitely gonna be streaming that. It seems like it's going and doing its own sort of thing. Instead of like completely ripping off another game, it seems like it's just taking elements from everything and then just going in its own sort of direction. Which I like. Do that. Instead of being like, let's do Raccoon City. Yeah. But instead of raccoon, let's put squirrel. It's like, no, stop that.
Yeah.
Create your own Silent Town. Oh, there's a fucking. Oh, hang on. There's a wee. There's a Silent Hill inspired game that's on. I think it was Game Jolt or something like that. Someone linked me to it ages ago, and it looked really fucking cool. I might have to link you after the podcast, but it seems really cool. Fuck it. If someone knows it, link it in the chat. But yeah, it's fucking it was so cool. I'm gonna play that. It's out now as well. So maybe it's something you're interested to if you've played Silent Hill.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'll add that to the fucking list. But yeah, I want to play Resident Evil 2 remake again as well. I play that once.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because I've only beaten it twice.
Have you done the B scenario?
Yeah. So I did. When I played it initially, it was Leon A and then Claire B normal.
Yeah.
And then I played on hardcore on Claire and then Leon B hardcore as well. And then
so you played a lot of it then?
Yeah. That was all. That was all like the first like 2 weeks of it coming out, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a step back from this. I don't need to milk this fucking shit to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that.
It could be like Resident Evil, because I only recently went back to Resident Evil 7, and I felt as if it was just like it aged really well. I know it's only 2 years old, like it's nearly 3 years now, but I know Resident Evil 2 remake is like 6 or 7 months old.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Resident Evil 2 is going to age well when you go back and play it again, but I feel as if that game has there's actually a lot to do in that game. I feel there's a lot of rooms and a lot of like little shit you can pick up and stuff. And
in Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
There's a lot of secret areas in 7.
In 7?
Yeah, in 7, like fucking even in the ship area, like I can't remember who was streaming it. There was one stream I was watching and I was like, hang on, there's a fucking puzzle that I just did not pick up on whatsoever. I just like completely fucking missed it. It involved pictures and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
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 I didn't even see that in my playthrough.
yeah. You unlock a safe, don't you? Yeah,
Apparently so, yeah. And I just didn't find that.
yeah.
Which was
No,
annoying.
there's a lot of little areas like that
Yeah.
in that. Like there's even there's a room under the house.
Yeah.
It's not a room. It's just like a little kind of
open little area.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like a gun part or something in there,
Yeah.
depending on what difficulty you're playing.
Yeah.
Because if you play as because Madhouse mode, it's not only completely different difficulty. There's completely different item placements as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if hardcore on Resident Evil 2 Remake is the same, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd recommend hardcore because it's a lot more.
Hardcore is good. That's fun.
It's more challenging.
And there's definitely enemy spawns and all that as well, which is fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different enemy spawns. I think Mr. X behaves slightly differently as well.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, since we're coming towards the end of the podcast, this has been a quick hour and 15, by the way. Such a quick one. Yeah, I wrote down
hour and 15.
I wrote down 3 topics. I was like, oh yeah, state of play, and then like Lucy's Daymare experience is what I wrote down, and then fucking the Halloween thing. So yeah, we did good. We did alright.
Yeah,
it's alright. But yeah, I do this thing now where it's like question time. So whoever's in the chat now can write in questions to the Lucy. TG always comes up with like a bunch of fucking questions. Thank him.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of Lucy questions as well. So, if Lucy could create a game, what would it be? Boom. You got 5 minutes to pitch me a game. Go.
Oh, fuck. This is on the ball now. On the spot, I mean. You know what? I'm almost embarrassed because I would say I'd almost describe the exact same game as Daymare. Like a good version of it.
Yeah.
But a new... If I could create a game, what game would I create? Fucking hell. Obviously, I'd try and create a
survival horror game, yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what I feel kind of my bread and butter is.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd make a survival horror that's essentially like Resident Evil, but like I was talking about, like the hospital section in Daymare, where it actually was enjoyable.
Yeah,
you have it in one set location. Like I'd probably make a new Resident Evil-esque game set in a giant hotel, like The Shining or something like that.
Yeah,
where that's the main area of the game.
Yeah,
and then you got to expand upon that, and then go out into the outer reaches of the fucking. Maybe you're on a mountain or something, or I'm literally just spitballing. I've never thought about this question at all now, but
I created like
that's what I do.
Sort of series, which I'm still working on like the 3rd episode of it, but it's called Creating Our Own, and I like pitch a survival horror game, and then the 2nd episode I pitch our own RPG, and they're quite meaty videos as well. I love doing it. I love coming up with game ideas though. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Wait, what's it called again?
Creating Our Own. I can link you if you want.
Creating your own.
Creating our own.
Our own.
Okay. Yes. Well, you do that. Lucy needs to play RE Dead Aim.
Oh, I've played it. I haven't streamed it.
Yeah.
I haven't streamed it. I haven't finished it either now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I know a lot of RE purists kind of they have this kind of niche love for that game. It's almost like in the same category as Survivor.
Yeah.
Where it's a good bad Resident Evil game.
Yeah. It's an interesting one.
How can you is that on PC? Can you get it on?
No, it's like it's one of those things where you need to get an emulator and then just download a ROM of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of those things.
Probably. It's the same with I mean, I played Fatal Frame there on the I played it on PC, and I never played that game before, and holy shit, it's pretty damn fucking good now, I gotta say. I've never ever played it. That's literally out of the blue. Sorry, dodging the question there, but I've played that game in the past.
Yeah.
I just get my hands on it. That's it. I
Yeah.
won't be playing the new one. I won't be playing Resistance. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I looked at it. Like, see, the thing is, when I reacted to the trailer of that, I was kind of like holding back a little tiny bit. I was like, do you know what? Don't fucking fire into it. It's a cinematic trailer. You still haven't seen the gameplay yet. Don't be like, oh my god, it's not RE3. It's like, calm the fuck down. It was never going to be RE3. Calm down, cunts. And I was like, yeah, do you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's okay to have a spin-off multiplayer game. You just got a fucking
2 remake.
You just got 2 remake. You literally this year. So it's fine. It's fine to have a wee spin-off multiplayer game. It's alright. It's all good. And then I looked at the gameplay and I was like, it's like, I did the right thing. I held my thoughts until I seen the gameplay, and then I was like, fucking hell, this looks not great. But if the two of you got a do-over, by this is questions from Psych. If the two of you got a do-over, would you change anything up to this point? Take the streaming path again? Question mark. Do-over as in do-over my life, or like just the streaming?
Do something differently. Like, what do you like? Are you basically asking, like, do we have any regrets?
Yeah, any regrets? Do you have any regrets in terms of? I'm gonna say in terms of streaming, and not just like life in general.
Yeah. There's a ton of fucking life regrets now, but streaming, life do-over. Yeah. That's what you said just now.
Yeah, life
or she.
Life do-over. Fuck.
That's it.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do my life do-over because like the things that have happened to me up until this point, like there's some key decisions that were so delicate, that like if I redid it, I would probably forget to do it at that same point, and so it would lead me into another butterfly. It was like a butterfly effect, so it would lead me onto a massive different fucking tree. So it was like, yeah. And like if you did over your life again, and you would have to rely on not just yourself making the same or like different sort of decisions, because I'm guessing it's like you would lead yourself up to this point, and then you'd be like, or like let's say it's like you're going in school again, and you're like so cocky and everything because you know things, or no, wait, you wouldn't know things, would you?
When you go into school?
Yeah, but if you do a life do-over, you're not going to remember what you've done. No, wait, never mind. That's just fucking never mind.
Yeah.
So
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so life do-over, man. I don't fucking know, like, because, like, say, like, see how it's like you have a shitty experience earlier in life, right? That sort of molded you into the person you are now from those experiences. So if you did a life do-over and said, "Oh yeah, I wish I didn't do those shitty experiences," you wouldn't be the same person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So at that point, I would like, nah, not really. Don't have regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I think I'd literally said the exact same thing as you. But like, I've literally, I'd probably say, you know, if I had to redo shit, I think I'd probably be a bit more. Maybe I should have studied a little bit better in school and not just fucking messed around and played Call of Duty all day and just fuck up. But then again, I probably wouldn't be here if I didn't do that. Like, here I am.
See,
I love gaming.
Yeah, to be fair, like, when you say that, it's like, I fucking did not study in school, and I got, like, shitty exam results and stuff. I never got any hires or anything like that. And now I'm doing a bachelor's degree, so, like...
There you go.
With having little to, very shit qualifications in school, so, like... It's like, failed math, cunts, but I'm still getting a fucking bachelor's degree.
Yeah, it means so little, doesn't it? Like, you look back now and it's like, you actually forget about all that. Like, literally, you don't even remember. I swear to God, it's like such a past life. Yeah. It's like the new It Chapter 2, the Stephen King film about the clown. It's like the adults just don't fucking remember that far back. It's like, that's exactly how I feel sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I wish I could have a fucking redo of Daymare.
Yeah.
To fucking make that game again.
Broad, serious question. Random encounters falling to Vegas should have prepared you, Bundy. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. If you knew today was your last day, would you want to know or not? if today was your last day and you're like, oh fuck. Well, if today was my last day, then I'd be kind of fucked because we only have like 3 hours to go.
Yeah.
And I live an hour away from like fucking big main city. So
yeah.
Shit.
Well, like I guess just to amend that, you could probably say, all right, it starts tomorrow.
All right, okay, yeah.
Just
starts tomorrow.
Yeah. You know, Carl Pilkington.
Yeah.
He had a funny answer to that question. That's that is kind of a cliched question. Like it's been passed over so many times, but he goes, everybody's always like, oh, I'll just go off and I'll travel the world. If you're terminally ill, you're gonna kick the bucket. It's like, I'm gonna go to Disneyland or I'm gonna go meet fucking Drake or something. You know what I mean? All these amazing things you do. I mean, Drake is fucking amazing. It's just an example. But he's like, no, I wouldn't do that. I'd say that. He said I'd have the most miserable day in my life, so I don't miss anything.
Yeah.
Because if I went to Disneyland, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to miss this.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes partial sense, I think. I always think of that when somebody asks that question.
Yeah.
But what would you do? I don't know.
I would literally break every fucking law imaginable.
Yeah.
And being like, haha, fuck you, cunts. I'm not around tomorrow.
Exactly. There's no consequence.
Yeah, there's no consequences at all to anything.
Yeah.
And a human without any consequences is the worst type of fucking being. So
yeah, it's basically a video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a big GTA.
Just pull someone out the car and just drive away. It's like, haha, fuck you, cunt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die in about 4 hours now. Shit.
I'm trying to think, like, what would you do that would be kind of meaningful? What would you do?
I don't
know.
Yeah,
like something that... Is there anything possible that you could possibly fucking do?
Yeah, not in like a day.
Yeah.
Like you like in terms of like, because people who are remembered are people who worked their entire lives for a specific cause, So someone can't be remembered just for like one random day when nothing happened. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to cure whatever, and I'm like, oh wait, I've only got a day. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like if you would be remembered, you would have to do some fucking horrible acts or something because people remember
exactly.
That most,
Yeah, you'd be famous for all the wrong reasons in a day. Like your legacy needs to be worked on over decades to be remembered. So that's kind of a depressing thought, like knowing that you're probably not going to be remembered. Exactly. Well, maybe that's a bit fucking grim, but like
it's turned into such a depressing question.
Yeah, this is literally making me want to grab the...
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, let's move on. Is any of you doing Halloween special streams?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
And I'm removing my hat for the Halloween stream.
Oh.
So that's my costume, basically.
Nice.
And everybody, I don't know about you, but like every fucking every stream, I get someone come in and say, please remove the hat. Please remove the hat, please.
You took off the hat once,
I took it off a few times, like. But the problem is you take it off and it's like, I don't even know why I even wear this hat, to be honest. I wore it in the beginning because I was like, I want to look a little different. I wore it to the side because I had no money. I had money to have these heads. I had something different, and now I'm going to this. I'm going to Gamer Fest in Galway in a month, and I'm meeting the likes of the team I'm with now, Team Redirect. I haven't met them in person, and then we're all saying, "Oh my God, what's going to happen? Are we going to meet?" They're all saying, "Are we going to meet Lucy with his hat off or hat on?"
Yeah,
and it's making me nervous because I'm like, should I just wear the hat the whole time or?
Like, I think you have to wear the hat the whole time.
yeah, because it's going to be so weird looking at me without the hat.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of stuck. Like, it's just so fucking, I don't know, it's so weird.
Do that and also shave the beard just to make it a little bit.
Yeah.
Take off the hat, shave the beard. Oh, brand new human being.
Oh.
I know.
And then all I have to say is that the hat is a birthmark, so I can't take it off. So.
Yeah.
That's the Halloween stream.
Yeah. See, I'm not too sure. For Halloween stream, I know I may be going out on Halloween since it's a Thursday and I'm at college on a Thursday and I'm most likely going to be out that night. I'll probably do like a Halloween stream on like the Wednesday, like the 30th or something. Might do
Right.
Until Dawn. Actually, I really want to do Until Dawn for Halloween. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Man. I'd say there'd be a lot of people watching it.
Yeah.
Just like sitting with the fucking lot of Pringles, just chilling.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I cannot wait, man. It's gonna be good.
That's the song in it, isn't it? You're singing the song.
It's just the intro to that game. I always remember. Like, oh, it's such a cool.
And if you like that, there's another song and similar intro to Man of Medan as well.
Oh,
so
nice,
you like that.
See, Man of Medan I always laugh at because have you ever watched this movie called Ghost Ship?
Yeah, dude. I said it on stream. I was having a laugh with it. Like, if she'd seen where the black guy is like following the ghost, and she's a girl, and he's like getting turned on by her, and she just spoilers, she fucking kills him.
Yeah.
I remember how bad that movie was, but kind of at the same time.
Yeah. Oh man, it's not a great movie, but like every time like I look at Man of Medan, I'm like, oh, it's you could say it's a ghost ship. I'm like, oh,
yeah. And there's actually a line as well where they do like, it's a fucking ghost ship. And it's like, oh Jesus, is that not a reference to that really bad fucking movie back in like 2000?
Yeah. Well, like, isn't Medan like an actual ship that went down? Like, isn't that game sort of based on like a real life event thing? I'm sure it was.
Oh, I didn't know it was a real life event.
Oh,
no.
yeah, it was like an actual ship that like sunk.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's a Medan ship. I'm just gonna fact check that real quick. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Orang Medan. That's what it was. It was an alleged ghost ship, which, according to various sources, became a shipwreck in Dutch East Indies waters after its entire crew died under suspicious circumstances, either in 1940, 1947, or 1948.
I guess that makes the game spookier then.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Thinking of it.
I wonder if Ghost Ship is based on that.
Oh man, there's something I want to tell you though about the ending of it that I can't, but like it's exciting, like it really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll have to just play it, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
Oh man.
Have you played the new Blair Witch? Have you?
I played the first couple, like the first 2.5 hours or something like that of it, and then I kind of.
Yeah, I was not. Hang on, I was in your stream. I was fucking watching it. Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
I was rated that stream by like fucking 30 people or something. It was like, oh shit.
Really?
Yeah. So before Halloween, yeah. It's the Wednesday before Halloween. But yeah, like Blair Witch. I was liking it. Like it's one of those things where it's like I'll continue playing it leading up to Halloween, but probably won't stream it maybe because I wasn't really getting creeped out or anything of it. Well, it was creepy. I could tell, like, I can register that the things were happening was creepy, but I wasn't scared or anything. Like, see when the fucking tree monster first appeared, started dashing a bit. I was like, oh,
right,
it's a tree monster.
We've jumped the shark here now.
Yeah.
I haven't played. I had it, and then it wouldn't run for me properly.
Yeah,
there was something wrong with my Nvidia card, so I got a refund, and I just watched people play on Twitch.
So yeah, I just got it on Xbox, man. Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, I heard it was it free on the Game Pass? Was it?
Launched same day on Game Pass. Yeah.
Right.
And Game Pass is like, if you pay however a month, you just get all the games.
Yeah.
So it's good. It was a good wee thing.
Yeah, they made Layers of Fear 1 and 2.
Yeah, see, that's why I was skeptical of it. But then I learned that like that team, Blooper Team, have like 2 teams inside their studio. So it's like one works on Layers of Fear games. So like Layers of Fear came out this year, was it earlier this year?
Yeah, 2.
And then Blair Witch came out just there as well. But then the people who made Blair Witch also made before that made Observation.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that one? Yeah.
No, I know it. Yeah. Like they've been working on Blair Witch for a while after that.
Yeah, which apparently was quite good. Yeah. Apparently that game was quite good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't Observation. Never mind. No.
Was it not Observe? Was it
Observe? Is it Observe?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
You could be right, actually. Hang on.
No, it's not Observation. Yeah. I got confused because I was looking
Observer.
at Observer. Was it Observer?
I'm gonna look it up now.
Yeah, look, you were just
Blooper Team. I'm literally looking up now.
Yeah.
Observer.
Is
Yeah,
it Observer? Right. Okay.
Observer, psychological horror
Yeah.
game.
There was a
Yeah,
few like sort of horror games that were like around titled. Yeah. Apparently that game's really cool. Gets like
yeah.
9 out of 10 and shit. Yeah.
The,
So
I
that's
only
cool.
liked Layers of Fear 1. I didn't really like Layers of Fear.
Yeah, I watched you play Layers of Fear 2 and I was like, there's nothing really happening. It's just,
Yeah,
you could say it's just a
it's
ghost ship.
yeah. What the fuck? It's like a ghost ship is in every game now. It seems like even Resident Evil 7. I know that was like 3 years ago nearly, but still.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it was a
if the next
ship in that as well. Fuck.
if the next horror game has a ship in it, I'm out. Like it's
Oh
just
man,
I don't know what it is.
Resident Evil
Like
Dead in that ship.
there you go. And Revelations, Resident Evil Revelations 1.
Ship.
Oh man, yeah. That first one, I actually kind of liked the first one because it didn't really rely on.
Yeah,
It relied on the environment itself just fucking with you
yeah,
and changing around, and I think it kind of wore thin in the end. But I think ultimately I liked it. But they did the exact same thing for the second game, and they didn't seem to add anything new. I think, but
yeah.
I heard that Blair Witch was a kind of more of a different experience to Layers of Fear.
Yeah, definitely.
So
A lot more mechanics in it than Layers of Fear. You were just like pulling a drawer open, pulling a door open, and then walking about, and then experience. It's like a fucking
walking sim, what they say.
A walking sim. I always used to call them fucking. Was it just what's those like carnival horror houses called?
Oh, like a ghost train or something, isn't it? Like a
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Where it's like on the rails sort of thing. Horror experiences like, oh, here we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dark. Oh, there's gonna be a jump scare. Oh, boom!
What's
There we go.
There's creepy noises. Oh, something's banging. Oh.
Yeah,
shit like that. Yeah, I like games like that. Like,
yeah, me too. Like it depends on the game. Like people always. I know there's always like there's a lot of fucking cynicism attached to the walking sim, but
see, it's like I like them. Just don't make it exactly like fucking PT, which a lot of them seem to sort of do. Yeah.
But which PT is like, in my opinion, like the pinnacle because I just fucking absolutely loved PT.
PT
how simple it was. It was free too. So
yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's because like that was one of my big sort of criticisms. Like every time. Like a game like that fucking appears. I made fun of was it Folia Dear Father, which I was talking about earlier. I said that in the game. I was like, oh, the enemy is yet again a spooky ghost girl.
yeah,
fun.
See, that is my problem. Well, I was saying it earlier about Daymare, but that is my about games in general.
Yeah,
is that they throw too many enemies at you.
And
it's like it just becomes exhausting. It's not, and it has no effect on you.
Yeah.
Like Revelations 2 did it to me. Evil Within 1 and 2 did it to me. Daymare does it. It just throws just too many enemies at you, and it's like you just get bored of shooting the same enemy over and over again. Don't throw too many enemies at us.
Yeah, because
use them sparingly.
Because you're not intimidated by their presence after like the third encounter, the third wave.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Here we go again. Yeah.
That's why Resident Evil 7 got it right, because it was like, oh my god, I haven't seen a oil, and I'm kind of fucking caught off guard here. And like, hang on, there's combat.
Yeah,
like that's the kind of feeling I got.
Like even like see when I first seen like the molded people, like every time I went in the basement, there's like every time they spawned in, it felt sort of intimidating. Even though they were like easy to kill, they still felt intimidating, especially when you're playing in VR and you just see the shadow of it and spawn in. You're like, oh fuck,
yeah,
here we go again.
Because they're an actual threat.
Yeah,
they're a big. One of them is kind of a big threat in the game.
Yeah,
and like there's a lot of stalker enemies as well. Like Jack Baker is basically a stalker.
Is great,
he's the best thing about the game. I think he really is. He makes it. I actually think Jack Baker is arguably scarier than Mr. X because. Mr. X, you can hear him coming a mile away.
Yeah.
The footsteps. But Jack, you can't hear him.
Jack, and also, like, he's just a crazy motherfucker. Like, it has a little bit more... obviously, it's like such an unrealistic situation, but it has a little tiny bit more realism where it's just a crazy fucking cunt, like, pursuing you who can't die and has a massive rake. And he looks like a human being. And then you have Mr. X who's like pursuing you in a little fucking trench coat and a wee top hat, you know? It's just like in pursuing you with a pure dead ass stare. It's like, yeah, he's intimidating, but like once you get used to him, it's kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
You get used to all of his moves and stuff, and
Yeah,
you
and
can predictable.
when you're in a fucking save room and he just peeks his fucking head in.
I know. It was the same in Resident Evil 7. In fairness,
Oh
where
yeah, I love that.
it's literally his house, and he
Yeah,
doesn't fucking go into the save room.
and
Jack
yeah,
Baker.
that and it's like when you're like sitting halfway through the door and then he's just staring at you and then he starts to
Yeah.
fucking lose it. He starts to have like a pure fit and he's just
He goes
stomping the
angry.
ground and shit like that. Yeah, he's so upset he can't get to you. But
Which
then,
that's the thing about Nemesis, though. I think
Yeah.
they have to really knock it out of the park with him, because he's like both of those guys
Yeah.
almost on steroids. Like I hope there's no way when the remake eventually comes out. I hope there's no way of just cheesing him easy.
Yeah.
It's like I just have to kind of stumble around
See
and wish for
what I kind of hope. I really want like the unpredictability being there. Like, see if you go into a save room and then there's like there's a chance that he might just break in.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
It's like it won't happen all the time, but it's like there's a chance, you know.
Yeah. I said it on stream not long ago as well, but I actually think Resident Evil should implement literally a jump scare in the save room.
Yeah.
Like, what if there's a zombie in the fucking locker or something like that? And like, what the fuck? Like, this now has never happened in 20 years of
Yeah.
Like, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But like, I think they need to make Nemesis kind of a step up from Mr. X.
Yeah.
I think Mr. X is a bit too simplistic. Like, they need to make his AI as intelligent as the alien in Alien Isolation.
Oh fuck! See, I started playing that. Like I streamed the first like 2 hours of it, and I didn't realize how much I was gonna like it. So I was playing it with my sister when she was still like staying over, like last month or the month before, and I had so much fun fucking playing that game. Like, and then like after I had so much fun, where it's like when I ended the stream, I continued to play for a further like 3 hours or something like that. It was so much fucking fun.
It's so underrated.
Yeah.
And the robots as well are super creepy.
Yeah.
Because they just stand there. They're kind of like Mr. X.
Yeah,
well,
that's what they just their facial expression with like there is no expression.
They just walk towards you like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like that game is so good. I think it's so underrated. Like it really is.
So,
the only problems.
Really need
like even like when the face huggers as well. Did you finish the game?
I didn't finish it. No.
Did you finish?
No. What was Isolation? I didn't finish that.
Yeah, Isolation. There's about halfway through it. It's a long game, but like halfway through, there's like the face huggers come along.
Oh fuck!
And it gets very very tense when you see the eggs. You're walking through all the eggs, and they're gonna.
Yeah.
You don't know which ones are gonna hatch, and you got to burn them with a flamethrower and stuff. And see, the only problems with that game is the human AI is all.
Oh, the human AI was fucking. Oh, you can see that in my stream, man. Where it's like I played in the hardest difficulty. And then I had the thing turned on where it's like, if you make a noise at your in the room when you have your camera connected or a microphone connected, they will hear you.
Yeah, they will hear you. Yeah, even if you're in a locker.
Yeah, it's fucking so insane if you play in the hardest and then have that on. It's like I was initially walking. See, like the initial scene where it's like you're with that guy with the gun, and then you have to like turn off the power when all those people are in the this atrium sort of area. And you had to sneak around them. I was fucking. I don't know if it was a glitch or I just made I made so much noise and then it saved. And then so like every time I went into that room, they were automatically just aiming at the fucking door because they heard me, and I was like, oh shit. So I was like, okay, reload the save, just stay silent. And then I started creeping towards the door, and then the AI guy that was on my side with the gun, he slowly entered the room. And then the human AI just turned around and just shot that fucking guy. And then mission failed. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was so...
I had a similar experience as well. I didn't even know that was a part of the game. And I'm there streaming it. And I'm talking non-stop in the fucking locker.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why I keep dying. Like, so why am I... It's like, this game's a bit too hard. I don't remember this being that hard.
It's such a good feature. I like it. I do like that feature. It's really cool.
They have to, isn't it? I think there was like a rumor going, not a rumor, but I think the sequel to that was going to be called Alien Blackout.
Oh, yeah, they said there was going to, they said there was, I don't know if it's released or not, but it said that like, oh yeah, we're releasing a sequel, but it's a phone multiplayer game. And I think it's called Alien Blackout, but it's only for the phone, and it's nothing like
Yeah,
Isolation.
yeah.
Fucking yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't make a sequel to that.
Yeah,
It makes no sense.
because I saw like sketches. Like it kind of makes me worried about fucking Alien Colonial Marines now.
Yeah.
Like if it's gonna get more actiony, but it isn't there. There's another Predator game coming out soon, isn't there?
That's a 4v1 game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you play as a predator in the jungle and you jump around the trees and stuff.
Yeah, it's like you play the predator third person, and you jump around the trees hunting people, and then the players plays like a human squad, like a soldier squad in Vietnam, I think, and then they're doing missions. So they're going into like enemy camps and then fighting human enemies, and then you as the predator, you're just like stalking them and killing everyone.
And if they don't have Arnold Schwarzenegger as a fucking playable skin, and like even just like quotes like "get to the chopper," like all these brilliant quotes, and Dylan, and everything. It's one of the most quotable fucking movies out there. Like, that'd be brilliant. That seems like it's such a it's like such a potentially big guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
I'm excited to see about the game. I seen like the gameplay glimpse of the game at what was it? The Gamescom opening at Night Live had it. They had like a gameplay slice of the Predator thing, and it looked cool.
Yeah,
it looked alright. Yeah, I can't wait to play it. It's cool. Hope it's also a PlayStation exclusive as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been made by a Sony studio.
That's kind of random, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a wee bit random.
You think that would be on PC, like Dead by Daylight or something?
Yeah. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it is on PC. Because it'd make no sense having it
there. That's the first time hearing about it.
Yeah. Oh man, have you ever played the Predator game for the PS2? See, it's based off the Predator 2 movie. Yeah.
Yeah, in Los Angeles, isn't it? The jungle?
Yeah.
Concrete Jungle. Predator Concrete Jungle. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it's so over the top gory, isn't it?
Yeah.
You pull out people's spines and the fucking skull are attached to the spine.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Man.
Man.
I mean, there's so many old games I played in my childhood. And I was always like, oh yeah, I need to add them to a list and then like just buy them all as an adult.
Yeah.
And it's shit like I never remember to do that until fucking now. Hang on. Concrete Jungle.
Look up the graphics there to see how bad it looks. Probably it probably looks shit today. But
mate, it's on Amazon for £7.
£7.
Oh yeah, the graphics are not that great. They're like PS2 graphics, you know.
Yeah,
but it looks alright.
Let me have a look now. Hang on, I'm looking at it right now.
Right. Definitely.
Because I remember it being so just so gory, like just so over the top.
Oh yeah, there's alright, man. I'm fucking going down the rabbit hole here. Remember Alien vs Predator Extinction for PS2?
Yeah,
like the is that the RTS? Is the RTS one, isn't
it? I'm thinking of the one on PS3. No.
Oh, that one's like a multiplayer game. Oh wait, it's not. Oh no. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. This one's the RTS game I'm thinking of. But like the one you're thinking of actually own that as well, where it's like there's 3 story campaigns. You play as the alien, the predator, and then the humans, and then there's a multiplayer mode as well. That game was fucking good.
It was not bad.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I rented it back in the day. You had those rental stores.
Yeah.
Back about 10 years ago, but yeah, like playing as the predator was so cool because you basically felt like Batman.
Yeah,
you had all these gadgets and all, and then playing as the alien, you could like climb up walls and stuff, and like you were basically a fucking spider.
Yeah,
like, you could just climb and shoot vents and shit. And then you could play as the human, which is like just standard shoot them up and you feel vulnerable against them, and it's kind of adds tension.
The story
wasn't bad.
Yeah, did you ever play like the story of it?
I completed it. I completed all stories.
It was so cool. It was really cool. Oh, you can you can get it on Steam for a tenner. Oh,
no way.
Oh, you can actually? Yeah, you can actually do it. Yeah.
What's it called again? Like, what's the official name?
It's just called Aliens vs Predator. I'll link it to you in the Discord now.
Right.
Hey. Oh,
that was.
Oh,
there's just so many.
Graphics are still not bad.
Yeah. there's just so many games that I'm like, that are so forgettable, but not in a bad way. Like
Yeah,
you're kind of like, oh, I remember that game. That was really
yeah,
kind of decent. Like,
yeah. It's just like
uh,
you play it and then you play it for a while and then you just things take over. You know,
yeah,
it's like
and you just forget about
yeah,
it.
and then you remember GTA 5 because
Yeah,
that
ah,
fucking
Jesus, yeah.
yeah, it fucking took over.
Because you're
Man,
right. Yeah, the graphics ain't bad at all.
yeah, it does not look yeah. I
It
don't know if
looks
that's just
pretty
because from
decent.
these screenshots, but like they do, yeah, it still looks fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm considering
Jeez, we
it.
are really, we're going down the rabbit hole here big
Oh
time. Like,
man,
I
Assassin's
still need to.
Creed, not bad.
I want to play. I've never played Condemned 1 and 2. I
Yeah.
want to get to those.
Oh, Condemned. I
Uh,
played Condemned 1. That was like a detective. He plays like a detective guy or something.
yeah,
That was not
and
bad.
then
I like that.
there's a lot of homeless people coming at you with
Yeah.
picks through the pipes and stuff.
The survival
Yeah,
horror.
yeah,
Basically going around Glasgow at night. Fantastic.
yeah.
Uh, oh
You can
man.
probably pick those up for like cheap as well. Condemned,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're on console though, aren't they? Just
Yeah. If it's
console.
for 360, you can pick them up for fucking cheap.
Yeah,
Oh man. I'm gonna
yeah,
create a wish list on Amazon and just put all these old games in it. Like, yes,
yeah.
definitely. There's like
have,
oh, sorry, what was it?
have you played? There was a game that kind of took me back as well to the old days of being a kid. Do you remember Toy the Tasmanian Tiger?
Oh yeah,
Have you played that
yeah.
game?
I haven't played it. But I know it is.
Oh, dude, it was kind of like a poor man's Crash Bandicoot almost,
Yeah, yeah,
it,
essentially.
but it was so fucking good. Like
Mm.
I saw AJ playing. He was streaming what's it called? The Gecko. You
Oh,
plays the
that
kind of
thing.
frog
Yeah,
thing.
I seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a
like
007 style of cover or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
like an espionage
yeah,
type game. Like
yeah,
goofy now with fucking kids.
yeah,
But like I remember talking to AJ about it like, in his stream, and it was like, why aren't games that colorful anymore? Like that generation, the color was just so vibrant
yeah.
and in your face.
It's so random. Like the most recent example about that, right? The only two games I remember that are like that is Ukulele, and then Super
Yeah,
Lucky's Tale, which was for the Xbox, like the little fox. It's like a
yeah,
3D platformer as well. Apart from that, like I don't. There's like people just don't really play those sort of things anymore,
they don't.
which is sad.
Like most big games are like kind of gray.
Yeah,
Like
they're
they're
always like
not.
dark and serious. It's like I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Give me
Well,
another. Yeah.
Gears 5 is kind of an exception, though, isn't it? Because Gears 5 looks a lot more than the other ones, doesn't it?
Gears 5 is a lot more colorful, but
Yeah, it just looks visually better. Like, there's
yeah.
a game. Did you ever hear the game called Grow Home? Did you ever play
Oh
that game?
yeah. The little robot.
Yeah, you're like a
Yeah,
robot, and you gotta
yeah,
climb up. You gotta like make these grow up into the sky to get to the spaceship because you gotta
yeah.
grow home. It's like
Mm.
that game looks really. The visuals in that look kind of. It almost reminds me of something like Toy the Tasmanian Tiger because like back then you could like. You know the way you might when you go back, nostalgia kind of fills in the blanks for you. You're
Yeah,
kind of like you remember the game looking better than it actually did.
yeah.
Did you ever get that? So it's like in Toy the Tasmanian Tiger, you could swim underwater, and it's all like
Yeah,
tropical, and it looks amazing. And
yeah.
well, you go back to it now, and it's like I don't remember this. This looks like fucking dog shit. Like, why is this?
For me, it was Crash Twinsanity. When I went back to that, I was like, oh, this does not look good.
Yeah, it's so depressing
Yeah,
though, isn't it? Like when that
yeah.
happens.
And Resident Evil 4 as well. When I went back to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is a pretty great game.
yeah.
Because I remember
So
when that game came out, I remember the graphics were just fucking incredible. I was like, what?
yeah, it was.
Couldn't believe it back then.
Yeah, it's insane. Even
Yeah.
Resident Evil 5 as well. I remember like being creeped out and blown away by that. I was like, fucking hell,
Yeah.
this is really, yeah, it was good.
The sweat on his head and stuff, and
Yeah.
the sun, and yeah, that game was gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
man. Some, yeah. And then some just focus on that realism too much that they just don't hold up. They're not timeless.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, man. So many games. So many games.
yeah. There's so many games I want to play like that are old that I just haven't got around.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like I was fucking linked to this Facebook post the other day, and it was for Glasgow gaming market, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh shit, it's like all these like older games, like a massive market in Glasgow for it. I was like, oh shit, because I've never been to anything like that where they sell all those
Old
sets.
games.
Yeah, all games, yeah. In some, I'm actually, yeah, it's in November. I was like, oh shit, I'm really looking forward to going to that. I like, because I wouldn't like pick out all those weird SNES stuff. Like I didn't play any of those that older sort of game. I'd just go in and just pick out all the PS2 things and be like, yes, this is what I need. Predator,
like
Concrete Jungle.
Yeah.
So do you have that?
Yeah. Like you have CX over where you were.
Yeah,
You have
oh,
CX.
fucking good. Oh man, yeah. I was in CEX. It was not so long ago, and I eyed up Guitar Hero 3 for the 360. I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's tempting.
I remember. That's the thing about CEX. I know they have been increasing their prices recently, but I remember I bought Metal Gear Solid 4 for the PS3 for €2.
Yes.
I was like, oh my god! Like I don't remember because I wanted to go back and play it like in full, and for €2, I mean, that's not even half a fucking pint.
It's nothing. Yeah,
it's nothing.
Cheap,
it's cool to buy those old games on console.
Yeah. Oh, I might go to CEX or something like that this week. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I was going on my break, like during work. I just waltz in and just have a browse. It's good.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Shit. Yeah, we need to go in there. Oh man, because I remember looking up the section. They had like GameCube games and shit. And I was like, "Fuck, what?"
Yeah,
so cool.
They even have a PC section as well. Yeah, they have a DVD. Like they have everything. Like even a DVD.
Yeah,
they sell phones. Like
Not
that I buy. I don't ever buy anything in there.
I bought I bought a phone out there and it lasted me like 2 months. Before
there you go.
Don't buy phones from CX.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Apart from that though, I bought a few. I bought like 3 games from there before, and then I don't know why I didn't ever go back. That's like, it's blown my mind how it's like, oh yes, CX is always there. Like it's in the main street of Glasgow. Like I have never thought of going there. Shit.
Which if you go on their website, there's like a fucking promotional video, and there's this guy talking about like being a manager of it or something.
Yeah.
And he pronounces CX as sex. And everything he says, he's like, I loved sex. It's so good. And I was like, I can't take this video seriously, man. What a weird name.
Is it like one of those like company training videos, and it's just like, I just love sex.
Yeah.
Here it's sex. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else they'd say, but it was just so cringe. Like I was saying that. Like clearly why are you saying sex?
Yeah. Fucking every time I go in there though, it's like the staff are nice, but they're all like hipsters,
Oh, big time.
Yeah. Big time. I remember wanting to apply there once, and I was like, oh shit, because when I went in, there was like this girl from my school who is like, you just knew she was like a pure hipstery sort of chick, and so the second I walked in here and then I seen her work there, I was like, that makes sense.
There's just certain people you can place in a certain like like that type of person that's always going to ask for the manager as well.
Oh yeah,
just the person that always complains about everything in any like in a restaurant or fucking like does my head in. I actually did an interview when I was about maybe 20 years old. I did an interview for CEX, and I got another way for interviews. There's like 2 different stages or 3 different stages.
Yeah.
I did the first stage great, and I made it to the second stage where the manager actually interviewed me. Obviously didn't get the job in the end, but the first interview was super weird but kind of fun because they asked me all the usual bullshit. They what would you do if this happened, and what is your experience in here and customer service, and then at the end they asked me, okay, what's your 3 favorite movies of all time? And then it was like just a fucking it was like this, a conversation.
Yeah.
it kind of relaxed me, and I was like, this sounds like these people sound really cool. Like this could be really cool to work for. And then I met the manager, and they're just no fucking fun. And I'm like, well, I'm not surprised.
That's what happens when it comes to managers, man.
Yeah, they can't let their hair down. Let their hair down.
Exactly. It's like, I need to assert my dominance.
Yeah.
Like, mate, you can do that without being a cunt. Come on.
Yeah.
God damn.
Because you're already a bit intimidated. You're already frightened.
Yeah, people already are intimidated by it. So it's like,
Yeah. You could be 4'2" and you'd be intimidated by this person if they were interviewing you. Geez, we've really gone everywhere.
Oh yeah, we're in 2 hours now. This is
so cool.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the comments, and I was like, and they were saying it's like, oh yeah, it's the longest podcast yet, and I was like, yeah, it fucking is.
Yeah,
because we're just sitting here having conversations, man. It's been so relaxing.
Yeah, I'll go another hour. Like
I could go a fucking another hour, man. I'm sitting here like going on CEX.com. Oh, not CEX, sex.com. Sorry,
sex.com. Yeah,
sex.com. I'm sorry. No, I'm not looking up porn. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's all good. I've always been worried about that. See, it was like I left it a laptop, or like I left it a laptop for college, right? And or uni, uni, yeah. Kieran, God's sake. And it's like
uni.
Yeah, see how it's like I have Google Chrome on my laptop and on PC, and they're both linked to the same account. So it's like your history on your PC goes to your laptop. Yeah, so it's like I always get super fucking paranoid when typing anything into like the address bar, in case anything comes up as like a porn link, and I was like, so I type it as fast as I fucking can, and so like nothing like that pops up. Do you ever have that issue? No, just me.
Okay. No, I know what you mean. Yeah. Like if I in my job, sometimes I go into YouTube, but what I do is I go incognito, because when you go incognito, it's basically like, you can actually sign into 2 different Gmail accounts. We actually have our own Gmail account, and every now and then I'll find myself accidentally on YouTube.
Yeah,
like listening to all these like niche videos of a game in it, or something, like maybe movies. I'm like, holy shit! I'm actually watching this on the Gmail account of the fucking company. Yeah. Like, fuck! What am I gonna? Well, this to be in the history, wouldn't it? Or at least it's gonna be in the YouTube suggestions. Like, what the fuck? Why is this there? Like,
that reminds me of like a Parks and Rec episode where it's like one of the main characters tweets chatting someone up on the company's fucking Twitter account.
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
I have
Parks
to watch
and Rec's
Parks.
amazing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those. Like, if you've watched The Office, like the US Office, then you'll love Parks and Rec.
I love both of them. I love the UK and the American Office.
I never really watched the UK one. Like every time I seen clips of it, I was like, no, man, this just looks depressing.
That's the thing about it. It's more realistic.
Yeah,
it really is. There's something about the UK. There's a dryness to it.
Yeah,
the original UK, because it's only 2 seasons.
Yeah,
but David Brent, like Ricky Gervais as David Brent, is just like, he is absolutely fucking priceless.
Yeah,
like I can't even. He's just so unbelievably priceless. I don't even want to go there. He's fantastic.
Yeah,
like there's a scene where he's so fucking desperate. He wants to get a date, and he's like, he goes in this dating. Is one of what they call like dating agencies, like back in the day before there was even internet.
Oh right, okay, right.
Like this is like early 2000s. This was, and
right, okay.
He's in his car, and he's in his fucking car, right, and he's like, he's literally pulled over on the hard shoulder on the motorway, and he's sitting there. He's got his tie on, and you know the Office is like, it breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah.
It's meant to be a documentary, so everybody else peripherally knows about that office. They know the boss, right? And then he's all cocky, and he answers the phone, and he's messing with his tie, and he's going, he goes, sorry, is that Gillian? Is that Gillian? And she goes, yeah, this is Gillian. And he goes, hi, I'm from the agency. How you doing? And she's like, she goes, oh, cool. So are we going to meet up, are we? And she goes, so how does this work? She goes, how does this work? Are we going to use kind of like, hold up like a sign so I know it's you? And he goes, well, you know, you might not want to do that because, like, have you watched the show on BBC called The Office? And she's like, "Oh yeah, you're not that horrible boss, are you?" And he's like, his acting is perfect. He just casually looks out the window and goes, "Huh? Nah, no. Hang on, can I call you back? Can we just call you back?" And then goes and looks at the camera and goes, "Too many questions. Next, who's next?" His acting is like spot on. It is so I'll cry laughing at it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Because I feel as if the American Office is good, but they take a lot of the kind of literally the same gags from the UK
it's
as
like,
well.
Yeah, they do that a lot in season 1 because like season 1's basically the same fucking thing as the UK Office, and then after that they find their own feet, and it feels more American than anything else because American TV is like so over exaggerated. Yeah, and so that's what the US Office is after like season 1. It's just this massive exaggerated thing. But it's
which
fun.
That you can respect that because like there has to be something different about it, I guess. Yeah, it can't just be the same as the other Office.
Yeah, exactly. I love the characters and all that in that one. But like even in Parks and Rec, it's just so. It's like it's the same documentary sort of thing. So it's like they're doing a documentary in a Parks and Rec place, but like the characters in there are just fucking hilarious, and the situations they end up in is just insane. Like there was a there was a fucking episode where it's like there was these officials from like a fucking country that's taken over. There's a dictatorship. It's like a Parks and Rec department from that dictatorship, and they come over from like the Middle East to this small little town, and to where these characters are, and they just treat everyone like fucking shit, and they're like, "Oh my god, what is this park?" He's like, "Why? What is this statue?" And all that shit. But like they treat like there was this Indian character, and they think he's their slave. And so it's like, "Oh yeah, slave, go." It's like, "Go and get me, or go hang up my coat, or go get me a bottle of water." And at first he's like so reluctant. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck are these people doing?" And then they just start handing him like $100 bills to go get him to get him a bottle of water. And he's like, "Oh, all right." And so by the end of the day, he's just fucking counting the bills. He's made like over $1,000 or something like that just by being this people's servant.
It must be tough though, because like, do you ever go back and watch The Simpsons? And if you go back and watch The Simpsons, like you could go back and watch The Simpsons now and like just like touch on like racial stereotypes and all. Like The Simpsons was really bad for racial stereotypes. It really was, wasn't it?
Like Apu.
Which exactly, like Apu.
Yeah.
Everything was like a stereotype.
Yeah.
And I'm only realizing like recently.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Back then it was so normal.
Mm-hmm.
And that was only 20 years ago when it was kind of at the peak, at the peak of its success, wasn't it?
Yeah. Is The Simpsons? The Simpsons are still going, Epperson. Yeah.
I think so, but I don't watch it, and I hear everybody says it like pretty fucking unequivocally. Like everybody just says it's just like shit. It's not.
Yeah, it's like they just keep going. Like they must still get numbers for it, like every episode.
Yeah. Unless
like if people must still watch it, because if they didn't watch it, then it wouldn't be on just flat out.
Yeah. Which it must see. That's the thing about it. Like it must be hard to make. Because, like, PC culture now is just through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
Comedians are just fucking,
like... There was what was it, the massive thing, they were, like, wanting to remove Apu from the show.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Yeah. And then they decided not to. Yeah. Like, the fuck? Yeah, it's just so stupid. So dumb.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... The funny thing about it is, like, if you look at all these... like, all this, like, cancel culture, like... Because cancel culture is like through Twitch as well. Like you saw the girl who dressed up in that cosplay. She's like of Chinese descent, and she got banned for like I think she was like showing a bit too much on screen. I think I haven't seen it, but
I don't know that story now.
I don't know what maybe I could give.
See, cancel culture, is that just like when someone does like one small thing wrong and then everyone's like, okay, let's just like demonize this fucking cunt? Yeah,
that's literally it. Like obviously there's always a debate whether someone should be cancelled or not. Like for example, remember when Dr. Disrespect went into the bathrooms?
Oh yeah,
at E3, that was yeah, that was a big example of like, you know, people like fuck this guy, fuck this guy, fuck this guy, and
Yeah.
it's like, right, what he did wasn't fucking.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was just
it was uncouth at
yeah.
most, I think. But like, I don't think he's a fucking horrible cunt just for doing that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
exactly. It's like it's a fucking dumb thing that he did. But that it wasn't. I don't think it was for like ill intent, you know.
yeah,
But like it was.
they probably had a few drinks. They were
Yeah.
they weren't thinking.
Yeah, it's like who would fucking go in a toilet and start live streaming? Like that's just common sense would tell you is like, yeah, that is not the place to do anything like that. Even
Yeah,
like you shouldn't be on your phone unless you're doing a shit
yeah.
or something. I don't know, but you wouldn't like.
It's
Yeah,
it's happening all the time now. Like
Yeah.
even I think it was yesterday or the day before, and a story broke of this comedian called Shane Gillis or something.
Gillis.
Like, he was on SNL.
all right.
I've never heard of him up until now, but he was on a podcast and he was talking about he used a racial slur about the Chinese, but he was doing it. He was doing it as a different person. Like he was talking kind of in a general sense, like, "Oh, I hate when." I can't remember what he said, but it was like it was such a kind of like passing thing where he was like, "Oh, you know how old stupid Americans will say this about Chinese people or
so
whatever."
yeah, so he's like basically put on like an impersonation.
Yeah, like almost like a quote, like a quotation or something like that.
Yeah,
And he literally just got a job on SNL, I think, which is kind of, it's kind of a shit show as well. But it's a big show. It was a big break, and they cancelled them. And people are going nuts because they're pulling up videos on Twitter now of when SNL did spoofs and really fucking offensive shit themselves about Asians.
Yeah,
it's just it's hilarious. Like,
yeah, so much. Yeah,
because I think as well, like if you look at like movies and stuff, you look at all these actors for portraying, like look at the Joker movie.
Yeah,
like people are going nuts about that because it's apparently is portraying an incel basically who goes nuts and shoots a bunch of people, and actors go up on stage and win awards for saying a bunch of racial slurs in a fucking movie script.
Yeah,
but then again, like just because it's an art form, they get away with
like
it.
people. I can remember ages ago was like some like people were calling Quentin Tarantino a racist because of Django.
Yeah.
Was like it's like he started saying all those racial slurs and that. I'm like, well, that wouldn't you say that?
It's kind of the times.
He's like, it's like they would have said that back then.
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
if they were slave owners, they would definitely said that back then.
Yeah, and oddly enough, he win an Oscar for writing that whole.
Yeah, I just watched that the other day. It's fucking one of my favorite movies.
Oh, Django is so good. It's brilliant. Like it's almost like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Yes, it's brilliant. And fucking DiCaprio is so good now, I think.
Oh, yeah.
When he cuts his hand.
Yeah, I was watching that scene again. Like I said, I watched the other day. I was like, fucking hell, he just powers it like a champ. Like, it was funny because like when he's still continuing the scene, right? And then as he's continuing the scene after that, you see his hand bleeding, and then he just looks at it and starts pecking out the glass while he's still It's like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can just picture the mad fucking Tarantino behind the camera, like, keep going.
Yeah.
This is fucking priceless. Keep going. Did you see his new movie though? By the way,
no, I've not seen his new movie. No, I really want to watch it though. Really want to. Is it any good?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I will say though, it's in my opinion, it's his weirdest movie, and that's saying something.
Doesn't it have like It doesn't have like a like a sort of dedicated narrative to it. So it's like a day by day sort of thing.
No? Kind of, yeah, kind of. It is. It takes place over like a period of time that's like, I can't remember correctly, but I think it is over maybe the course of a year or two, something like that. It fast forwards and flashbacks a few times. I don't want to spoil it now, but it's about the Sharon Tate murders in real life.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know. I knew nothing about that. My girlfriend knew a lot about it.
Oh yeah, I know all about that. Yeah, whereas the Charles Manson, the Manson family and all that. Yeah. That's
yeah, it's pretty fucking grim in the end. But I won't spoil it because he does something kind of creative in the end.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, like,
You either like it or love it.
I assumed that he was like, oh yeah, he'll change the history of it slightly because, like, he does the same with like Inglorious Bastards with World War II. Like,
Yeah,
spoilers for who has never seen that film. Like, they fucking just straight up kill Hitler at the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
They literally pump his face with a machine gun over and over again. Like, that is the funniest fucking scene.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
man.
imagine that. Like, I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah.
I'm literally filming Hitler's face
Yeah.
getting shot over and over again
Yeah.
with a machine gun, and his face basically melting off. Like,
Yeah.
and just because it's Hitler, you get away with it. Like,
Yeah.
and no one has a problem.
Oh, man, it's fantastic. His movies are just great, man. I love his movies.
Yeah, I love his movies as well.
Yeah.
Would you say there's like a kind of Tarantino of video games?
You said Hideo Kojima was like the Tarantino of video games.
Yeah, I kind of said that
Yeah.
as an example. Like he's just notorious
Mm,
for his reputation is notorious.
yeah.
Do you think there's anyone out there that's like is the Tarantino of video games?
As in, just name itself or like style?
The name itself.
The name itself.
You know,
right.
it's like,
I don't know because like when it comes to games, people more think of the company than the individual. Like Hideo Kojima is like the only sort of thing where I'm like, oh yeah, that's the individual. Even though he has a company, it's like everyone thinks of the individual. But
yeah,
man,
I guess a company then.
Yeah,
They don't really do much, but when they do it, it's like, oh my god.
Oh right, like CD Projekt Red.
Yeah,
like
actually, yeah, perfect example.
Them, yeah, Bethesda Game Studios as well when they don't fuck up in the recent years. like back in the day where they were releasing like Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3 and stuff like that, and you're like, oh fuck, like when they release something, it's like the world knows. Yeah, I don't know.
Or even like
Soda 51.
Soda 50. Yeah, what's that?
I have no idea what Soda 51 is. Also, yeah, I got linked the streamer. She cosplayed as a fucking Street Fighter person. Yeah, Chun Lai or something. I don't know. I don't know how to say the name.
Yeah. Which I don't know. Did she show too much skin? That's what I heard now. Like in the nether regions.
Right. Okay. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. There was that woman who like flashed, like she was fucking crawling about the floor playing with her dog, right? And then she wasn't wearing any. She was going commando.
right. Yeah.
It was like, right, okay.
Yeah, you could see that she wasn't wearing any.
Yeah,
but that wasn't. You couldn't see the snatch.
Apparently, you got a glimpse at it.
Really?
Yeah, apparently there was a glimpse. I don't know. It wasn't with that Street Fighter girl, but with another one.
Was that Amaranth? I heard that was Amaranth. She just literally just showed.
I'm not too sure about the name. Not sure.
I'm just speculating. I didn't see this at all.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting to see people get banned nowadays. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's happening. It's fun. Someone yeeting a cat though. Oh, I might get banned from just saying that. Oh no,
yeeting a cat.
No. You know, what was her name again? Ameliste or something? What was her name?
No, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah. Oh, it was a big thing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, a while ago. Yeah. She fed the cat vodka and she threw it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alinity, that's it.
Alinity, that's her name. Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But you know, you can throw a cat and feed it vodka, but when you show a little bit too much of skin, that's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's where Mixer is doing something smart, I think.
Yeah.
They're doing this kind of dress code thing.
They're doing a dress code. That's interesting.
Yeah. It's like you can. I think you can go on Mixer yourself and like you can read the terms of service and there's like a whole section of like you can't show anything from the chest down.
Yeah.
But you can only show stuff from like the knee down or something like that, and which is obviously to combat this whole booby streamer epidemic going on now at Twitch.
Like, see, have you ever just been on just chatting on
Twitch?
Like you just scroll through it, which is funny because like I'm on just chatting now, but we're doing this though. But like I was just going through it, and some of the fucking things you find on there is just insane.
Oh,
Like me and Dan found this little German girl. She was like fucking 18 or something like that. First time getting drunk. You can tell the first time she was getting drunk. And then she's leaning into the camera, like, "Hey guys, oh my god, my parents are. Oh my god,
it's some German accent.
Oh my god, it's heini heini. Oh, it's like that shit." And then she at one point, like, we were sitting there, I was like, "Oh right, I wonder what kind of crazy shit she's gonna get up to." And then we asked her, like, "Oh, how much you had to drink?" And she's like, she lifts up this fucking bottle of, literally, it was like 4% alcohol in it. And she's like, "Oh man, I've been drinking this." And she shook, and while she was doing it, she was shaking around the bottle, and so you could see where how much she's drank. Literally, not even the full bottle. She didn't even, like, see how it's like you got the wee little thin top bit, the little tube bit.
Yeah.
She drunk that, and then she still got the big fucking bottle to go. And I'm like, "Hen, you've drunk like a couple of sips out of that. Don't fucking talk shit."
It was probably fucking put on then.
It's so fucking put on. And but she was pretend. It was one of those things where it's like, see when you're young and you like take a sip of beer and you're like, "Oh dude, oh my god," and you're like 14.
Yeah, so cool.
It's like, "Oh my god, I'm so fucking wasted." It's like, all right, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. But
Have you ever done a drunk stream? Have you?
Have I?
But you have.
Yes, I have.
I've never seen you drunk on stream.
Oh, I did a drunk stream earlier this year playing Silent Hill 2. And I beat it, and it was a 7-hour stream that went on to 3 in the morning.
Oh my god,
and
no way!
Fucked. Yeah, it's literally, I had a bottle of bourbon just sitting there, and I think I nearly finished the bottle, but I just kept. I didn't have like a mixer in. I just kept pouring shots like every 2 minutes and just downing shots. Like whenever, like at first I was like, "Oh, we need to come up with a game," and then just after a while, I was just like, "Let's just keep taking shots." Like, it's just that.
But Silent Hill 2 though is like, that is such an interesting game to play drunk, because like there's so much obscure shit in it, and there's fucking like puzzles and shit. Like I could picture you doing puzzles.
So funny, like literally, it's like I was one section. In my brain, I was fucking gone at the time. So in my brain, it felt like 10 minutes, right? So see, at the very end of the game, when you're going from the town and then you're going to like the nursery home in the boat.
Yeah.
That took me an hour and a half.
Oh,
no joke, no fucking joke. It literally took me an hour and 30 minutes to get back to actually find out.
That would take me an hour sober, because I don't know how do you.
You just need to follow the light. You just follow the light. That's all you have to do. Yeah. But
I often find that I lose the light.
Yeah,
I can never find it.
For me, I just couldn't understand what anyone was saying to me. So like, I also had people. I just at one point when I get drunk, I want to be social and be, all that friendly and shit. So I just started inviting people to a call. And at one point, because I lasted so long in the boat, I cycled through like a cast of people. So like there was 3 other people in the call with me, and then by the start, and then by the end, there was like 3 completely different people in the call with me. And then it got to a point where it's like, when I reached like the last part of the game, I was just sitting there trying my best to concentrate, and my eyes were shutting, and I was just literally about to go fucking unconscious. I mean, I just kept drinking shots and just kept going. And I bet the game, I bet the final boss and everything, but I was just fucking like, I'm just not registering anything. Yeah. And there was just people in the call just talking to me, and I was just not registering anything. It's fun.
It's fun, but it's a totally different stream.
Yeah.
I remember I streamed. I did a drunk stream of Resident Evil remake, the first remake, and I was pretty fucking drunk. And what I found was, right, I found that when I was playing it, it's like, the way Resident Evil is, you run around, you explore the mansion, and you pick up an item. Right?
Yeah.
Say it's a key, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I picked up the helmet key.
Yeah.
And then I talked to the chat. I'm like, right, I got to go to this room.
Yeah.
And then on the way to that room, I'm forgetting what my destination is. I'm going, where am I going? And then I get sidetracked, and then I get hurt by a dog or something. And I'm like, hang on, I have this fucking key. Oh yeah, let's go. What am I doing? Like, I'd literally forget where I'm going mid journey. Because it's not easy at all.
See, people who follow me know that they always like Psych right now. He's referencing the stream, and literally fucking. People keep asking me like, "Oh, when you're gonna do your next Silent Hill 2-esque drug stream?" And I'm like, when I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will be doing a massive fucking drunk stream like that.
That's
I'll
nice.
just buy a bottle, I'll set it there, and it's going to be finished by the end of the fucking
night. I might do it with you, man, because I'm fucking. I'm nearly. I think I'm like 20 followers away from 1K on Twitch.
Mate, you fucking grown so much on Twitch. It's insane.
I've been on it for a year though, so
yeah,
it's been a lot of fucking streams. Like
you're dedicated to it, and
it's fun.
Yeah,
it's such a good hobby. Like I love streaming. Like oh shit.
Yeah, you
can hear me?
You cut out for a wee second there, but it's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
No, I was just saying I met so many good people, like you and AJ and everyone, and it's just been so fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
I like that live stream. It's such a chill thing to fucking do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like it helps me play. Like it helps me like have that incentive to start playing new games and like finish them. Although I've not been finishing a lot of games on stream, but like, it has that,
yeah. It's just this kind of it adds another dimension. It seems like it's a lot more productive what you're doing with your time as opposed to just because I come out from like work or something or college and I'd play a game and I'd almost in the back of my mind I'd feel like guilty because I'm like I should be doing something a little bit more productive with my time. But because it was a fucking frivolous waste of time, pretty much.
Yeah.
But streaming just doesn't feel like that. Streaming seems so positive and productive, and you meet new people, and you expand, and you grow, and you learn things.
Yeah.
It's so much better. Like I love streaming so much. It's my favorite hobby by far.
Exactly. Oh man, yeah, it's good fun. I love it. I've met good people through it as well. Like you, for example, and just everyone in the chat as well. It's just been such a good experience. Such a good experience, and obviously in YouTube as well. Like it was so strange because like when that whole Linity thing was happening, then I felt so odd streaming on Twitch at that point because I was like, fuck these people. Yeah, literally, I was like, do you know what? Fuck this shit. And I was so like, should I continue supporting something that would like supports something so morally wrong? And then I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to do one YouTube stream. So I went on, did one YouTube stream, and I forgot. I was like, oh wait, I have 800 people subscribed to me on YouTube, and so I have all those people, and then like in the chat there's just all these new fucking people, and I was like, whoa, okay, this is strange. Obviously, it's like there was all these people on Twitch as well that who follow me on Twitter and all that, like went onto that stream as well. But like there was a ton of new faces. I was like, fucking hell, that's so cool. So strange.
because those subscribers, I guess you wouldn't know. Like the only place that you probably interact with a lot of them would be the comment section.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they don't. Yeah. So they see. I don't even advertise the Twitch a lot on my YouTube as well. So it's like you would only really know I do Twitch if you looked on Twitter, because like there was this thing ages ago where it's like my videos started getting lower views, and then I started talking to Carl and stuff like that, and then he was like, oh yeah, apparently there's this thing is like if you link Twitch and all that, then YouTube just like isolate you, and I'm like, really? That's fucking a bit shite, but okay.
Because they don't like that, don't they?
Yeah, and so I put it to the test where I was like, okay, I'm going to remove the Twitch link, and then my video started fucking booming after that.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, okay, that's that.
Yeah, it's some shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know a streamer called Big Boss Incarnate, and he streams both on YouTube and Twitch, obviously.
Yeah. The multi-stream thing.
Yeah, the multi-stream. Yeah. And it's crazy, like, if you go into his if you go into his YouTube, I don't really watch him on YouTube. I watch him on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I go into his chat on Twitch and I talk to him when he's playing the game. And there's not many people in his chat, and I'm kind of going, how is this guy so good at streaming and there's not many people in his chat? And then I realized he's fucking on YouTube, and there's like 80 people watching him all the time on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, well, at least the time when I went in on YouTube, and I literally went into the chat on YouTube, the live chat, and everyone was just so cool and welcoming. And like, I just thought everybody was so toxic on YouTube because you hear about all these fucking stories and shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it really wasn't that bad. Like, it was fine.
From my experience, actually, like, YouTube, in my comment section, I would say is about 80-90% positive comments, constructive comments.
Yeah.
Like, they're talking about the game I'm talking about, or giving their own ideas and stuff like that, and like an odd time or two, literally like a very low percentage of the time, where I'll get a notification, I'll click on the comment and be like, "You have shitty voice, you have shitty accent, go, stop doing this," and it's like shit, it's like stuff like that, and I'm like, all right, mate. Okay, calm down.
Yeah.
It's just, and then I look at them and I'm like, I don't even get bothered by those comments, because I'm like, this video has like 2,000 views and 100 likes and a few dislikes. I'm pretty sure you're in the minority, vast minority.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, it's just
fucking tell them go fuck themselves. Like,
yeah,
I
just delete those comments, man. I'm like, yeah, it's not, if you're the thing is, like, for me, in terms of comment sections, like, yeah, I would totally support if you posted, like, if I got some information wrong, or you have like constructive criticism, then I'll keep the comment and be like, yeah, okay, like, that's a valid comment. But like, if you're just being there to be purposely negative because you're having a bad day or your life is shit or something like that, so you need to make someone else's life shit, then go fuck yourself. Like,
yeah, no, totally. Like, there's some people that just come into the chat as well, just
on Twitch,
looking to start some sort of fucking argument about something, you know, they have a chip on their shoulder, and
I just fucking ban them, man.
Yeah, it's not like,
not bad,
like sometimes
time out, but
time out. Yeah, like, I don't really time out anyone, but like my moderators do all that stuff. Like, I don't really do it, but I've been kind of lucky. Like, I haven't really been dealing with a lot of trolls. Probably ever. I've only ever dealt with one stream where we got trolls and we just banned them. I was playing Resident Evil 7, the DLC, and they came in and the account was just a number. And they kept throwing a phone number into the chat saying, "Call this for sexy time," and doing this, and I bet that look good at my ass and all this, and it's like, what are you talking, like,
that shit?
Well, it's not even like fucking. It does. A lot of it was like, it felt like bots almost. It didn't even feel like a real person.
Oh yeah, like most of them are. Like, there was this guy that was trying to, like, he was just hopping streams and posting links to something, and straight away I knew he wasn't a bot, because like he initially posted the link, and then it got like the 3 stars if you like post a link if you're not a mod or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he did it again, but had spaces, and I'm like, all right, fuck this gun. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
It's it's just you just have to move on and forget about it. Basically, it's like, I am a troll. Shadow aggressive.
It's like the very see when you first start like streaming, like, or when I first started doing YouTube, I was like slightly bothered by it, because like when you first start going out or doing stuff, you get mostly like good feedback, you know. And then like when you start getting more popular, you open yourself up to all these the horrible folks of the internet, which is the majority of them, unfortunately. And then you open yourself up to that, and then when you get your first sort of negative comment, and you're like, oh, kind of hits you, man.
It does affect you. Yeah.
I remember my first one that affected me, and I was like, right, okay. It affected me at first, and then I read it again, I was like, wait, this is fucking funny. It was basically this. It was this guy, and he posts like, they're always like a target in my voice, which is fun. But he said this, like, can you just shut the fuck up, you fat American piece of shit? And I'm like, right, okay. You're not even
fat or American. Like,
yeah, I'm like, 1, I'm not fat. 2, I do not have boils in my head.
American, and, like, what American
like, yes,
talks?
I'm not American. Yeah, it's like, I don't know any American that says hello is right. It's like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Some people just don't like Scottish, man. They just don't like the Scottish. And I'm like, calm down.
Yeah, you just have to but like it's such like it's such just on the surface type shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's just like you come in, they obviously come in, look at you for 2 fucking minutes, and talk about your fucking your I don't know your nose or something.
Yeah.
Or my accent as well is a bit of fucking conversation starter as well. It's like, where are you from? Like, I feel as if people don't even know where the fuck Dublin is. They know where Ireland is, but they don't know what Dublin is. They go, because Dublin is a bit of a specific accent in Ireland
it's the same with Scotland as well. It's in Scotland, there's so many different fucking accents. And mine, my accent is like, it's obviously I put it on a little bit more. I emphasize it a little bit more in videos. But like my accent is like you have bits of like Glaswegian in there, but like I tend I tend to like clear my sort of dialogue a lot more, as in because I spent a lot of time on the internet and talking to Americans and talking to all these sort of different accents. Like I have like this weird sort of blend where I don't pure talk like this and pure talk like slang and that, man. It's like I don't talk like that because I'm like, why are you speaking like that? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And then if you speak like me, then you're called like a posh cunt, and I'm like, not really. I just want other people to understand me. It's just
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, you're kind of elevating. You're kind of. You're all you're doing is speaking a little bit more clearly, and sometimes that does teeter on coming across as a bit more kind of, I don't know, like you were saying, posh almost.
Yeah. Not really. I'm just
because you're talking to people that are probably living in and they're not used to that accent.
If someone is like I've had that comment before. Like there was someone watching me on Twitch who English isn't their first language, and so like I'd be saying a sentence, and naturally I say my sentences and words and all that very quickly, and they're like, "Oh, can you just slow down your dialogue a little bit? I just can't really understand you fully." And I'm like, "Okay, I will talk like this." And I did that during the stream. He's like, "I am not a retard. I can hear you." And it's like, "Are you sure?"
I love it's always you're that person in the back of your head is always Russian for stuff. You said that in the last stream as well.
It's like every time I'm impersonating someone from the internet, I'm always like, "What are you saying, man? Why are you that weird? What the fuck is up with your voice?" It's mainly because like every time I see someone that talks like or like says that sort of shit, I always like trace down where they're fucking from. I'm like, "Where are you from? Who are the people that are saying this?" And they're from
you have the
areas.
subconscious James Bond villain, as every bad guy on Twitch. Everyone you don't like is a James Bond villain.
That or like you just play too much Call of Duty where like every enemy is the Russian.
Like no Russian.
Yeah, no Russian.
Yeah.
You play as Russians, but the enemies are still Russian. It's like, all right, okay, man.
I can't really like. It's not. I literally ignore it. I just literally ignore it, and I know sometimes it can be hard to ignore it.
Yeah.
Totally. Like I can't even think of something that someone said in my stream that really fucking just connected on the chin. Like I can't, because they don't know who you are. Yeah. So how can they properly fucking offend you?
Yeah.
How can they properly really get you?
Yeah. They would just be they would insult you just by like your base attributes, you know.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'd say you like potatoes. Oh, what are you drinking? You should be drinking Guinness instead of water.
Are you playing bagpipes? Are you wearing a skirt? All right, very good, mate.
Are you wearing bagpipes? Yeah, like that's the thing. Like it's all just these like completely just fucking innocuous things that just have nothing to do with you. It's like it just sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Oh,
man. It's just weird.
Some people on the internet just have the worst fucking insults like imaginable. It's like you know they're like filled with hate, but yet it's like
it's aimless.
It's laughable.
Yeah.
It's like, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or even when you get, it's not even the trolls, but you get people in the chat that are like, they're so entitled. You know,
Oh,
like they think they own you almost because they.
yeah,
I keep getting some people in sometimes where I'm talking to the chat and everyone's
yeah.
like having a laugh or something, and we're talking about a movie or whatever or something. Someone will just randomly come in and say, "Stop talking, please play the game."
Ah,
And
fucking
it's
hate that shit so
it
much.
happens every now and then with me
I
now. But
just tell them to shut the fuck up.
no,
It's
no,
like,
that's exactly
yeah,
nailed the head. That's exactly what I
yeah,
say. I'm like, look, you don't want to be here, don't be here. Like I talk
yeah.
to everyone and
It's like
I have
you're
a
on
laugh.
Twitch. If you want to fucking watch someone who doesn't talk, then fucking watch a YouTube. There's plenty of YouTube.
Exactly.
There's plenty of YouTube videos that are called long plays, and they last for like 5 fucking hours. And and then they just don't talk. They just play the game. And do you know what do you know what, I'm gonna go on a wee mini rant. I fucking hate those videos. Every time I look up gameplay for something, it's always like 5 hour long fucking gameplay sessions, and I'm like, mate, can you stop? Can you just play it for like 20 minutes? And that's it. Like,
Yeah.
see, it's the worst when you're like a YouTube person as well. When I'm editing my videos, is because like, because I'm using like reference points. So it's like if I want to reference like a game called The Witcher 3 or something, right? Like sometimes
Yeah.
I just don't have time, or maybe I just don't own the game personally. So I go on YouTube, find gameplay of it, and then download the gameplay, and then obviously link the person or like reference the person's whoever made the video. But it's like
Yeah.
I said this on Twitter, and I'm like, do you know what, guys? The majority of the time when editing, it's just me fucking waiting for these downloads to just finish off because it's like 3 hour long gameplay sections, and I just need to use 10 seconds of it and then delete it
Yeah.
afterwards. And it's fucking editing. I hate it. It's like if people went from like doing let's play videos to like, hey, this is long play, and then they do that intro and then they just stay silent and just play the game. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck you, cunt.
Yeah, it's almost like that's the opposite.
Yeah,
You're actually looking for like
yeah,
gameplay and
yeah. It's like on Twitch is like, yeah, it's like obviously people have their preferences, but for me personally, it's like I want to watch someone who has a personality to them and actually talks instead of just sitting there in silence, being like. Obviously, you couldn't see me.
Yeah.
I should see me there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I hate. Oh man, I don't like watching streamers to do that.
Yeah, it's just, and then they wonder why nobody's fucking
Yeah,
talking to them or why nobody's interested in.
yeah,
There's a I feel bad talking about this, but there's a guy I know on there's a guy I know on Twitter, and I don't know if he's ever gonna watch this, but he's always wondering about ways of how to improve his stream and stuff, and it's just have these excuses. You know, that was like you know, because I don't look at the when I stream, I don't look at the number. No, I don't.
yeah,
I have it turned off.
I always have it hidden. Yeah,
yeah, because it you can. I don't. 90% of I think I'm really fucking. I'm probably gonna go to the grave believing this, but if you think that doesn't affect you, I think you're either a liar or you probably just don't care about streaming all that much. Because if you had like 32 views yesterday, and then you're like, oh, cool, and then you have that number up, and it's like there's a big fat fucking 2 there. Like, it's like, what am I doing wrong? And then you start going into this internal dialogue saying,
and you get more quiet on.
What am I doing wrong?
Well,
yeah, and then that will subconsciously affect your mood, and then everyone in the chat will fucking realize that as well.
Yeah,
and it's just gonna be such a downer. And it's like, you can say all you want, but it will affect you. I don't care who the fuck you are. It will affect you. Unless you maybe have some sort of shtick where you're doing some sort of let's play thing or whatever. I don't know. But, and you have like you go on YouTube and it's more so you juggle a bit, but most of the time I think people are kind of in denial about that, and that's why I turn it off, because your mood is consistent then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's as if there's a fucking 100 people there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like you're also forced to keep talking as well. So it's like, even if there is like people, like I've noticed in my streams as well, there's like if no one's fucking talking, there's still people sitting there watching it. It's just they're just not talking, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, okay, it's fine. That's okay.
Yeah,
it's all right. You don't need to.
Yeah, because you're like, right, there's a lot of people here, but no one's talking.
Yeah, I
So
noticed it with your stream as well one time where it was like there was like 30 people watching or something like that. I was like, fucking hell, there's like 30 people watching this, and there was like 5 people mainly commenting. I
yeah,
can't remember what stream it was on, but I was like, all right, okay, this is strange, but
yeah.
yeah,
I don't look. I'm not even smart enough to use ViewBot. I don't know.
yeah,
It's lurkers. It's a lot of
yeah,
lurkers and
yeah,
people that I watch and support, and like they support me, and
yeah,
they flow in and out.
yeah,
That's what I find. Like if I'm in the chat myself, I won't even. A lot of times I don't have time to be talking
yeah,
24/7 in the chat, so I'll kind of come in and out and
yeah.
stuff, and I'll go on my break and work, and then I'll
Mm.
talk to them, then I go back to work. So
Yeah, like see, I keep saying to people, it's like I do watch streams. Like I have it on in my second monitor, and I am watching you. It's just like I'm usually, well, usually when I'm watching streams, I'm not like focused in and narrowed in and only watching that, and then only
exactly.
commenting because I like to do stuff while doing it. So it's like I usually don't talk in stream chat. Like I watch you. A lot of your streams, and initially, like once I enter, I say hello and then do the whole shebang thing, and then I just go silent because like I go back to doing something, but I'm still watching you
Yeah,
in
exactly.
your
Yeah,
back.
no,
Yeah,
no. Yeah, that's what exactly did the exact same thing.
yeah,
It's just basically say hello and just to say
yeah,
basically I'm here.
yeah. It's like
Hello, what's up?
I is present.
Yeah, exactly.
Present. Yeah,
Yeah. But I like it's interesting. Like you learn a lot about streaming, what to
yeah,
do and what not to do, and but I don't to be like I don't use ViewBar.
yeah.
I honestly don't.
No,
I know a few people who do, dude, where it's like
it's fucking pointless. I don't understand it at all.
it's
Like, well,
yeah
I get it. Is like I understand the purpose of it, as in, like if you like let's say it's like if you go into a category. I said this to my friend who also streams. I'm like, if you go into a category and let's say it's like a big popular game that you want to stream, people will click on the popular streamers. They won't go keep scrolling down all the way
yeah
to
they
the
won't
bottom to find you. It's like, no, not really. That rarely happens. Um,
yeah
but then, like, if you have the viewer bot, then you'll be higher up in that list. But like,
yeah
again, you're not getting a genuine audience. That's the thing. You would have like 30
yeah
people watching, but yet no one's watching. you know?
yeah. That's it's sad.
Yeah,
Like I see,
that is
and I
very
actually
sad.
know someone
Yeah.
actually. I know a streamer pretty well who used to do it.
Mm.
Doesn't do it anymore now, thank God. But he'd have 120 fucking people in the stream
Yeah.
and zero chat, nobody there, and it's like it's just painfully obvious, like,
Yeah.
and it comes from the likes of it can come from these like pyramid fucking schemes and pyramid systems on like the likes of Discord, like Royal Streamers and stuff.
Yeah.
Which you should probably fucking avoid, like, because it's the same shit. They come in with a raid. They all and it's this tier system as well, where someone if you go into these Discord page, like I'm not really a Discord aficionado now, but you'll see people in these like chatting these servers, and they literally say good morning every day, like every day, and it's just to remain active, to gain these points, to get into this tier, so they get these views online. And I know it's a bit more complicated than that, but
it
I
just seems
just don't.
so pointless to me. It's like you would do all that, right, and then you would still not really get anywhere. You know, it's like I don't know anyone who's done that and then actually gone anywhere. You know,
I'd rather have 4 views of people who genuinely watch me than 20 who just sit there and don't give a fuck.
Fucking hell, right. Okay.
And the only person you're kidding is yourself. You're not kidding anyone, you're kidding yourself. Everyone knows. Anyone who understands Twitch will fucking know within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And even if it's like a follow for follow account, it's just the same shit.
Yeah, it's the same shit. But we should end that at the end of the podcast, because we're going on to nearly 3 fucking hours. This
It's savage, man.
This is the longest podcast. Fucking hell. By the way, I just want to thank everyone for coming along. I do really appreciate it. Thank you, Simon, TG, Shard, Moon, everyone. And by the way, if you're watching at home, you're obviously watching at home, but if you're watching over on YouTube and you're interested in watching these podcasts live, then go over to twitch.tv/Bundicott and go watch there. And also go watch Lucy live as well. We'll have his Twitch link down in the description below. But yeah, thank you guys for all coming along. Thank you, Lucy, for joining me.
Thank you.
It's been a fun time.
We'll go again, because the last one we did was...
Yeah.
That was last month, so
yeah.
I can go again next month, man. 100%.
Yeah, fucking totally.
Fucking gas crack. It's unreal.
Could be monthly thing. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Bye-bye.